loads this week. I bet the audience, everyone, hello everybody watching today. They've got lots to say, I bet, as well.
there's right? Like, there's gonna be stuff.
Yeah, with we the people as I beat and rhyme. We're dropping old school values every time. Extreme honesty with a fresh twist. Breaking it down, you don't wanna miss. It's freedom talk, loud and proud. Voice of the people, can't be cowed. Every week we speak our mind. For love of country, it's one of a kind. So grab a seat, let the brain show roll. We're serving up truth, heart and soul. We're the lads with that patriot steel. For the people, by the people, of the people. Let's go, let's go. Raise your voice high, let the echoes ring. In the land of the brave, we dare to sing. United in hope, come what may. Freedom talk, the American way. It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bold stand tall. Yeah, we the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show. This is for America!
Shut the f*** up!
Yep. All right.
You know what the problem with Hollywood is? They make shit unbelievable, unremarkable shit.
To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live! Shame on you!
This could be the greatest night of our lives. But you're gonna let it be the worst.
And I guarantee a week won't go by in your life you won't regret walking out, letting them get the best of you.
Well, I'm not going home.
Day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day.
The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
I'm not saying it's gonna be easy.
You're gonna work harder than you ever worked before.
I really do believe that together we can accomplish anything.
Because we'll never stop learning and we'll never stop growing.
Failure is not an option.
That's how winning is done.
Believe me when I say
We can break this army here. It has made us brothers. I say to you, what every warrior has known since the beginning of time.
you've got to get mad.
I mean plumb mad dog mean.
If you would be free men, then you must fight to fulfill that promise. Let us
Cut out their living guts 1 inch at a time.
And they will know what we can do!
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
This is your time. Seize the day. Never surrender.
Victory or death.
So come on, then! Take it!
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
All right, let's fly! My name is the Lord. When I tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our Independence Day. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world.
We don't sleep to dream, we sleep to build stamina, energy to do our thing. Get your camera up. This show is about to begin, so sit down and buckle it in. Let's go! My name is Brian, that is Shane, that is John, and you are watching the BRANE Show every Saturday at 10 a.m., at least for now. How you guys doing today, bros?
Can you hear me?
John,
I can't hear you, yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Sorry, it was playing up a minute ago. Yeah, I'm doing great. Good to see you guys. Good to see you.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I've been in jury duty all week. Like, I was not expecting all of a sudden to end up in jury duty. I've been there like 8 times, never been selected, and so I was all cocky about it. I'm like, I'm not gonna get picked.
I'm good. I told Shane, why are you not wearing like a full MAGA hat, MAGA shirt,
Right.
like going there with like American flag thong clearly showing like a whale tail? Like they would have gotten you out of there.
Well, yes, but I would have left. They would have killed me on the way out. So where I live, you don't wear that stuff.
Right, it's California. Yeah.
It's like some Antifa person's being convicted and you're there in like a MAGA hat.
What are you talking about, Shane? You're saying that the tolerant left would have hurt you?
Yeah, no, there's no tolerant left, bro. They're crazy people. I'm telling you. There was actually one guy who had some Trumpish things to say, and I saw the burning looks from across every angle of it. Scary.
So we are today talking about a Firefly reboot. Someone asked that in the chat, which we're going to talk about that too. And we're talking about the Green Lantern trailer and the teaser and the reaction to it. We have another Campea Crashout for y'all today, which is always fun. At this point, it's gonna become a segment called the Campea Crashout. I mean, it's happening every week now. Also, Star Trek Academy, episode 9. I guess the penultimate episode, so it's the first episode before the finale, right?
There's hope.
So, I don't know.
It's all one episode, actually, sir.
There is 10 episodes, right?
Yeah, but 9 and 10 are basically one episode.
Whatever.
Actually, a whole season's basically one long freaking episode. So
Yeah.
Also, in the connection to that, Jonathan Frakes talked about Starfleet Academy. And as much as I love Jonathan Frakes, and he's such a beloved creative, he definitely plays the political game a little too often.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then we also, on top of that, God, it never ends, man. There's just so much to talk about. We're talking about Jeremy and the Quartering offending grievously Gary from Nerderotic, the other Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and Critical Drinkers. And by the way, only half that's true. Also, and finally,
he bends the knee.
He bends the knee.
Oh, we'll see.
By the way, we're good friends with at least 2 of those people. So,
we know all of them, but yeah.
Well, we know all of them, but we're friends with 2 of them.
We're friends with 2 of them.
Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot to talk about. I don't even think I got it all because I forgot to write out the list today.
Let's see. There's more stuff.
Is there more?
I've been
Talk to me.
Slowly texting you stuff back and forth.
I've been so slammed this week. It's crazy.
It's been crazy.
And I've been sick for like 2 weeks straight. At what point is it not normal to have a chest infection? I'm like, I need to go to the doctors or something because I've had this chest infection for what? Almost 3 weeks now?
Bro,
what's going on, bro?
No, it's terrible.
It's freaking me out.
There's some illnesses going around here. I think we're going to talk about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms season 2 is casting. Is doing a racial casting. It's a white guy. They're going to put a black guy in, so we're going to talk about that.
Also, Henry Cavill.
And you said Henry Cavill.
Right.
I haven't confirmed that, but you said it, so I'm assuming you're right.
That's what I heard too. We're gonna sort that out. We're gonna suss it out.
Okay, and I think there's more stuff to talk about, but we'll have to figure it out along the way. All week I've been, dude, we got to talk about this.
So yeah, we've been going back and forth, but I never formally organized it like I usually do because I've been working my butt off and I've been sick. And maybe there's a connection there. Maybe I need to stop working so hard.
Yeah.
It's killing me. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming today. We got a great group today. We already have some super chats, and that's awesome. Before we address the positive super chats, I did want to address some of the comments from people. Okay, I did definitely want to address this. So we have some comments from people last week on our Campea Crashout.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And listen, I know there's new people that came to our channel for the first time, and they don't appreciate the concept of free speech and, righteous indignation. They don't understand that we detest hypocrisy in all forms.
Right.
We think lying and deception is vile. When people grift, it makes us cringe. Our heart rate goes up. we feel the need on our limited platform here on our second channel to scream and yell and rage against the grifting machine. And listen, Campea is a capitalist to the extreme, and he is at least half those things at least half the time. So when he lies, when he says hyperbolic statements, when he gives you bad information, when he paints his opinion as fact, when he purposely keeps information out of the words that he is saying to push a very specific narrative, guess what? We will be there to uncover it, to expose it. Why? Not because we're cloud chasing. We don't care. Because he is lying. And liars deserve to be exposed, as it says in the good book, expose all things vile. And at least a quarter of the time, John Campea is motherfucking vile.
Is the good book the Lord of the Rings trilogy? I'm just checking.
Little column A, little column B. But for all the comments are like, why are you guys talking about it? Shut up. Shut up. We don't need you to be here. You can leave. You don't want to watch it?
Them to be here.
No, we don't. No, this is a hobby for us. This channel don't mean nothing. If you don't want to be here, leave.
No, let them be there. I like to hear their complaints.
No, if you want to complain, go ahead. But if all you want to do is sit there and lambaste us for things that you can't verify, shut up.
Yeah, I love it when you do that. I have to say, mate, you should have been in the WWE because you would have made a great wrestler with that talk out like that. Like, I'm coming to get you.
I'm coming to get you. See, I needed that too because I was really tired about 5 minutes ago. I needed something to get my adrenaline pumping, guys.
I love
He's been doing like Nick Cage in The Rock. He's just been injecting stuff direct into his heart.
It's also really hot in here, and I can't afford air conditioning. So
nice. That'll keep you.
Yeah, man. I was watching. I was looking at these view numbers, and it's funny because people are saying, "Stop talking about Campea," like the White Knights. No, no, we must be here to defend Campea. Well, guess what? Now you're making this the regular thing. No, don't hurt her, John Campea. We weren't going to continue talking, but now we're like, well, you know what? You hate it so much, we're making it normal.
Now
welcome to the
harder.
Welcome to the Campea zone, everybody.
To the Campea Thunderdome.
You're going nowhere.
I love these Kenneth LaRoque super chats. So Kenneth LaRoque gives us the $10. Hey, we're talking about the Firefly reboot, right? And so we thank you, Ken, for the $10. But then he goes, the next super chat is, you can ignore the last super chat since you already answered it. And he gave another $5 to simply tell us to ignore the previous super chat.
If you guys don't know, Kenneth LaRoque is a super producer. So we have multiple channels. This is our smaller channel, and we have memberships on both channels. Kenneth LaRoque knows that, and he don't care. He's a super producer. He's a producer, which is the highest level on both channels. We invented a tier just to make it easier for him to be a member. We literally invented super producer just to make it easier for him to be a member. That guy is like, I need to be a member twice on both channels. And then in addition to that, he also gives super chats and memberships to other people.
Yeah, just do 5 memberships. Yeah.
I'm currently in negotiations with Ken at the moment to negotiate him buying the county that I live in. So, not Dorset anymore. It'll be called LaRoque.
You can buy Canada, parts of England. That's not good.
Yeah, it's full of turbines.
All right. Well, those are the good parts.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So as we discussed, we have 5 memberships from Kenneth LaRoque, our super producer. Thank you, Ken. You're awesome. John Burns also sent a super chat. Thank you for $2. He goes, Adam Baldwin is involved with the new Firefly. Woo! We don't know if it's new Firefly yet. We're going to get into that.
We'll say there's a little trickery maybe going on.
But yes, Adam Baldwin was the last teaser they showed, or whatever, social media post or whatever, which people thought that he wouldn't be. And I love seeing the leftists crash out and cry that they finally have Adam Baldwin on, because people are saying, like, well, where's Adam Baldwin? You're doing everyone else but Adam Baldwin. And I told Mr. Reagan, I was like, hey, just wait for it, dude. They're not done yet. There's a couple more days here. I think they'll do Adam Baldwin. And just like I predicted, he showed up, but we're going to get into that. Wait for that. Anyways, but I love seeing the crash out. I do. From JC Chappie, let's go! Hail Brian, Shane, John, and chat. F the haters.
Yeah, F those haters.
My throat is all kinds of messed up. I'm sounding like a phone sex operator that has smoked too much.
And cite your source, mate.
The Burly Bear Club. Burly Bear Club.
What are you talking about?
Remember you in the Cub Scouts last week, the Burly Bear Club.
Oh, the Burly Bear Club.
Yeah.
Also from John Burns, if CBS and Paramount believed in Star Trek, they'd invest in motion pictures, but they don't care about anything but money.
Ooh, I would argue, John, that they may not know what money is because they sure like burning it. So,
They do.
yeah, good thing there.
Yeah, I mean that's the last. We'll see. We don't really know what's going to happen with Paramount now.
Well, we kind of do.
I mean, we don't like. Wait, he's only been in charge. We're only starting to barely see some of the media and some of the decisions that they made from after the merger.
It can only get better from here. Let's be
it can't get worse.
Okay, whoever owns it, you can only get better because if you're going to spend that much money and go into debt for something, be prepared to do something to fix your problem.
Right.
There's a reason why Paramount was sold. You know, all their shows lose money. So
yeah, and we're going to get into that too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. The super chat is coming in. You guys are awesome. Thank you. JC Chappie for $5. Also, please tell me the more in the title is going to cover Firefly. Yes. 100%. Yeah, I actually debated on whether or not we'd put Lanterns or Firefly in the thumbnail. And only because Lanterns news sort of popped off first, that made it first. But it almost became Firefly afterwards. I almost switched it up. But I also didn't want to report on a Firefly, then the announcement is, so we're doing a comic book series. Son of a...
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll talk about that. On for Canada Rogue again for $5. If I had been in the last millennium, maybe. Now I think it's a little better in Canada than in the UK. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, he's probably right, to be honest. I've already bought my broadsword ready to go to battle.
I got to tell you, Canada actually immediately came to the defense of America when we attacked Iran, and Starmer said, "You guys can't land on our properties." So I don't know, man. Canada, go Canada!
Newsflash: we'll land wherever we want.
I hate
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, Spain had a moment where it was like, "You guys can't come here," and then I think 3.5 seconds later, they're like, "Oh no, okay, yeah, you can land here."
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You want us to look at you next?
This is the Starmer who, I kid you not, we have 2 active naval vessels. Consider we're historically a naval country. We have 2 vessels that are available, both in dock at the moment, and I kid you not, it cannot depart for Cyprus yet because the crew repairing it, they only work, due to the unions, they only work 9 to 5. I kid you not. That is 100% the truth. Imagine that in the Second World War. The Nazis are coming. We can't fight right now. We only work 9 to 5. Sorry.
You might have to move over here, John. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got a dinghy, mate. I'm on my way.
All right. Sorry, I had to blow my nose real quick. You guys didn't want to see that. Woo. Okay.
I we're got to see the whole thing because I'm behind the scenes.
Well, yeah. What's funny is you guys don't see the nastiness, but our program actually we don't use what other YouTubers use, so they can see the green room. In fact, I'll just show you what we use. Shoot.
Wait,
this is what we use. We use something like this. It's a whole That's way more complicated than StreamYard's, but it gives us way more control, right? Well, what happens is whatever you guys see, they see everything. There's no filters. There's no blocks. So when I block my camera or mute my mic, they hear me sneezing and blowing my nose, and there's snot out of it. They see me trying to put out literal fires.
Shane, did you find it a bit strange though that to blow his nose, he took his trousers off? I thought that was really peculiar.
Yeah, and I didn't know he wore underwear.
You guys don't understand. Sometimes when I sneeze, I also fart. So I can't control it. Okay?
Thank goodness for no smell-o-vision.
Eric Swalwell, it's funny. Eric Swalwell is one of the people running for governor of California, right? And he's, of course, the guy who the Chinese did a little honeypot on him.
Yeah. He was literally like dating a Chinese spy, like a confirmed Chinese spy.
Right. And so he was doing an interview and like farted during the interview. Like Tim Cass was talking about this the other day. But they, the news says, "Oh no, we were sliding a mug across the thing," but you could see him like tense up with his face. And the sound happens, and you're like, "Oh my god, I think he actually farted." So it happens. It happens to the worst of us.
Yeah, you know what? Someone's right. I think that if they have the link, they could connect to that, Marks. Except for they don't know the password, bro. So they don't know the password.
Except it's in the bottom right-hand corner there.
Is it really? Damn it.
We're going to get loads of people joining the show in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, we'll have to switch it up. Yeah. But I didn't think about that when I showed the green room. That's
we've got Khalid.
We're so professional here. We're so professional. This is a professional operation.
Khalid from Nigeria has joined the show.
Here he's a prince.
The thing about our show, it's our show is like if a bunch of technicians that should never be in front of a camera all decided to get in front of a camera. We belong behind the camera, but we didn't have any front runners, so we just took over. All right. So let's jump into this thing with let's just talk about the top one, Green Lanterns. Let me pull it up real quick before we get into it.
Fun.
Yeah, well, so we're going to talk about the trailer. We're going to show the trailer, but we also are going to show the reaction. People were reacting to it because I think that the reactions are overblown. But we'll get into that. Let me just start to find the trailer real quick.
Yeah, I mean, my reaction to it was if I'm a normie, and I think you can consider me like a superhero normie. I'm not a comic book freak.
Okay, hold it.
Good.
Hold it. Okay, we're just gonna. Okay, we are talking about the Green Lantern, I guess the Lantern trailer, HBO Max miniseries coming out of the James Gunn DCU. A lot of people were not happy with the trailer and the lackluster approach, and some people got real angry and started doing what they typically do on Twitter. And we're going to show you the trailer, and we're going to talk about all that right now. But first, boys, before we start the trailer up, what was your initial reactions to it?
Well, I got to tell you, my favorite part was how HBO was like, tomorrow, the Lanterns trailer will come out. And like, everybody's like, boop, 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 boop. And then all of a sudden, somebody's like, oh, here's the trailer. And then somebody leaked it, apparently. And then like 10 minutes later, HBO comes out. Because you asked for it, the Lanterns trailer will come out now. It's like, talk about being hijacked by somebody. So that was the first part.
Yeah, the thing about YouTube is, so a lot of people upload their video and they have it as unlisted, right? And I don't know exactly why they do that. Some people say it's because like it helps filter through the algorithm, so the algorithm knows exactly what to show or whatever, what keywords to add. Copyright claims, like I guess even probably Warner Brothers has to deal with automated copyright claims. They probably have to fix that, before something happens. But the thing is this: when you do that, an unlisted video is still public facing. If anyone has the link, they can watch it. And guess what? There are programs out there that just scan, like literally websites that just scan random URLs looking for unlisted videos.
Yeah.
So if you're a giant studio and you upload your video as unlisted, so you can test the YouTube, so you're trying to game the YouTube algorithm the way regular YouTubers do it. Well, someone's going to find it, and the odds of them finding it and then releasing it are really freaking high.
It is. And the other thing is they share these trailers with probably 2 or 3 dozen people to get feedback before they put out a trailer. So any one of those people could anonymously send it to somebody else and it gets put up.
Well, some people doing social media too. Like there's companies that will handle their Instagram account, and so they'll have to have the link so they can create stuff to go. And then like some guy named Jerry, is like, oh, this is interesting. Sharing now. I don't know. So yeah, that's what happened. Someone leaked it early, and they're like, well, because you manifested it. Now you will.
Word manifested.
Shouldn't have been like, yeah, I guess manifestation is the right word. Anyways, that's what happened. And they released it a day early because Shane actually tweeted, well, we're going to be talking about this on Friday. Stay tuned. And then like an hour later, it's like, never mind. Here's the trailer.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Which was funny. So remember, it's not a trailer. It's actually a teaser. That's important.
Okay. Can you define the difference between a teaser and a trailer? Because
yes, sir.
My definition would be a teaser is shorter. Am I wrong here?
Yeah. Oh, no. So more often than not, yes, a teaser is shorter, but that's not what makes a teaser a teaser.
Okay.
So a teaser is sort of like what teases. It's like it teases the universe, teases the idea. It doesn't give you a whole lot of story beats and stuff like that. It's usually a lot less impressive. Teasers are a lot less impressive. And James Gunn is very serious about the difference between a teaser and a trailer. If you looked at like the original Supergirl teaser, it was very much not impressive. And then the Supergirl trailer with Lobo and all that was really cool. So I think that he likes the concept of a teaser and a trailer. I bet you when they cut their teasers and trailers, he goes, that's the teaser and that's the trailer because that one's has more information, is more immersive than that one. And that's what I think. I think his definition of teaser and trailers are pretty strict. And I don't think it's always just because the length of the video. It could also be how much of the universe is being shown.
Yeah,
right?
But,
I mean, I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong.
You should, I believe, also get people excited in a teaser. So I think the idea is to go like,
no, Laura Todd is right.
Lanterns, it's Green Lantern, yeah.
Look what Laura Todd says. A teaser edges us, but doesn't give us release.
I think that's actually the most accurate definition.
Right.
And also a trailer can completely ruin the fucking film as well.
Right. And so both are hard to do because a teaser has to edge you, but you need to be like, what the F? I need more of this. What's going on? Right. A trailer needs to you need to feel some release, but then be super excited for the film without so much release that it's given it away. Because that's what happens too. Like they'll give away the whole story in a trailer.
Like oh, no, I don't want to watch it.
Case in point, remember the first Suicide Squad? Whoever made that trailer, geniuses.
Yeah, they were so good. They let them edit the movie.
Yeah, they were saying, yes, that's what happened. So they were so good at the trailer, it had so much buzz that when I forgot who was directing, when he like took a break or something happened, they gave it to the movie trailer house, which I forget the name of. And they're like, hey, can you edit the movie for us? I'm like, yeah, no problem. And so the guys who edit trailers, and they did a great job. Like the trailer was one of the best trailers ever in DC.
The trailer didn't give away the story. So you're going to ask the people who couldn't tell the story to edit your movie? What do you think is going to happen?
Right. And then the whole movie is like a gigantic trailer. It's like convoluted and things are confusing. And you're like, you know what? This looks like a gigantic 2-hour trailer.
Yeah. Wonder people want the Ayers cut, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about it before though, but we're now in an era as well where you've got trailer for a trailer. So straight before the trailer, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it gives you a quick snippet of what's going to be in the trailer. 12 seconds later,
are you ready? Like, yeah, boss.
Are you ready for the trailer?
Here comes the trailer. Like, why are we watching a trailer for a trailer?
It's like they think that we're worried because we're going to be in like the bathroom or something. We're going to miss it.
No. It's the young generation. So like they think that they're competing with like a TikTok generation who will not stick around for 30 seconds to get some kind of hype. Like they 30 seconds is too long. So they want to give you like a really exciting moment in the first frame so that you stay the rest of the minute and a half. It's such a crazy essay on our culture that our trailers, which are customarily about 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, have to have little trailers before them because our attention span has been limited to such a degree by social media that our phasic dopamine isn't allowing us to be interested for longer than a minute. That's
It's
crazy.
mad. It's mad.
I don't think a trailer should be longer than a minute. I don't think
teasers are should be about a minute.
I don't think a teaser should be longer than about 20 seconds. I think that honestly, listen here, get people interested, but you don't need to give that much information.
Listen, as an editor, you need at least a minute for a teaser. Yeah, you do.
We're in a different time though, because I remember me downloading Phantom Menace 1 minute trailer for 6 hours on my PC in 1999 as it was being released. That was me. I was like, come on, give me a little bit.
Right.
And every now and again you tried to play it, but it would just pixelate when it still wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember that too. Okay, we're going to watch the Lanterns trailer here, and then we'll go into the controversy, because there is a lot of it, which is crazy. I don't know why.
I'll tell you why.
Honey, bro, I know why. That's the whole point, is to tease the audience.
You just said I don't know why.
Yeah, because we want to show the trailer and then explain why.
See, this is
you're giving it away. You're giving away. You want them to eat the fudge. You don't want them to eat the flour, the sugar, and the vanilla. Stop showing how it's made. Okay. Anyways,
this is what we do right now for the audience watching the Brain Shows. We go, Lanterns trailer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lanterns trailer 5, 4.
Half a second.
Of course, Shane's interrupting my thing. Okay, here we go. Shane's interrupting it again.
Right back at you, brother.
All right, you guys ready? Is everyone ready?
Let's go.
Is all the young people with their phasic dopamine release ready? Okay. Here we go.
Problem.
Here we go. Here's the trailer. Ring is different than the ring in Superman, right? Like a lot different.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it closely.
Okay.
It's an older ring.
In Superman.
Yeah, so let's look at that real quick, because that way we don't have to come back to it. But the Superman 2025 ring was like way different. I mean, that guy was also not called Lantern. He was called Green Lantern. Yeah, here it is. So here's the Superman ring. Here's the ring from Superman. Here we go. This is it.
Okay.
So that looks way different.
Interesting.
Right? And that's the official one. Notice that's the official one. You can actually buy a replica of it.
Doesn't it seem... I always remember the Green Lantern ring looking different, though. Didn't it have, like, the U shapes on either side?
No.
No?
I think...
No, yeah. It looks like... No, it looked like that. It had, like, the... That's what it looked like. It looks like a lantern.
Oh, no, it's got the emblem. I mean, I guess, you know what? It's hard to see it. It's hard to see the lantern emblem in this ring to me.
Yeah.
Like, I see it now, but I guess it doesn't have enough of a backdrop to stand out.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's harder to see it on the Superman one. It's almost like it's too clear. All right. Anyways. Yeah. Well, so on so this is the one
2 3-dimensional.
This one is that one's 2 3D, and this one I guess is more 2D. And yeah, you're right, John. It looks like it's older. Yeah. It looks like it's maybe an older
reason for that. Yeah.
There's a reason for that, yeah. I do actually think there's a reason for all this. In fact, a lot of the complaints people have, I have a reasonable rebuttal for each one. I haven't found a real problem with this trailer other than the lack of CG. There's no VFX, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Don't get hung up on the jewelry, Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher.
Okay, so by the way, that's comics accurate. Right.
Oh, really? He said fucking in the comics?
No, I'm talking about...
Just curious.
That's my problem.
I'm talking about that the character Jon Stewart was a substitute teacher.
Oh, I got you. My beef a little bit is
swearing.
We just don't need to swear so damn much.
I mean, that's true. It's an HBO series. I have never watched an HBO series that didn't curse.
But what? my point...
HBO. They're all HBO.
Yeah.
No, but this is specifically for HBO Max.
But my point I don't get with this, and we talked about it roughly about when we were talking about Peacemaker, but the whole point is you're trying to make shows and you're trying to make movies that interest people, but you can't sit down with your kids and watch this.
Yeah,
you know, and when you're trying
right.
to draw when you're trying to draw new people into the ecosystem, aka kids, you want a show which is family orientated without the swearing, where the kids will go, I really like that series and show. You know, can we go to the comic book store down the road because I want to find out more about Green Lanterns? You know, bro, that's the problem.
I get what you're saying, but kids aren't going to get comics. It's more like I want to go to the theater and watch the next movie. You know, because my kids are never going to go to the comic book. I don't think there's comic book shops. But
don't break my reality in my bubble, mate.
I'm sorry, bro. Sorry, but kids, they have TikTok now. Comics are that's not enough. But by the way, but you're right. And you want to get them excited and want to watch the next movie in the theater, right? The next Supergirl or Super whatever.
Well, you want to get them interested in general so you can watch it with them. James Gunn has no children, so he doesn't have this. He lives in a world where the cursing is a standard part of. He doesn't even get the idea of, you know, maybe what does the child parent relationship want to be. I love his content, but I would like to be able to watch one of these damn things with my kids. I'm just
yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I would have loved to watch Peacemaker with my kids, but that wasn't possible.
No way.
The second you see like full front male frontal, like a dong just swinging on the screen, you're like, well,
too many naked.
That's it. I can never watch this with my children. Like that's all right. Pissed off. If they crash that beautiful car, I'm gonna be pissed off. There's not very many of those left. Number one, but I do sort of like the concept of throwing the ring on the dash and then him jumping out because. Remember, the Green Lantern's powers are willpower, right? And there's no stronger willpower than the willpower to survive.
True.
So that's an interesting way to sort of jumpstart his training. Now, if it didn't work, he just dies.
So my question is, was that Hal Jordan's ring?
Yeah.
And how much did that shit hurt when he rolled out the car going about 40 miles?
Right, because he no longer has the ring. Now he's just an old man that just jumped out of a car.
Yeah.
Right. Holy crap! Did he just do that?
Just broken legs and just crawling to the nearest town.
Right. But it is very Hal Jordan. Like this is the guy has the right attitude, character, look for Hal Jordan.
I love Al Chandler.
He was great in Friday Night Lights. I loved him in Friday Night Lights.
Al Chandler's a good actor.
Yeah, the casting so far is perfect for Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. This is perfect casting. Anyways, that casting.
So there's a
I don't buy like the small town big sheriff and it's like a 90-pound chick with a bob cut. I don't buy that for a second. This is my town. Oh yeah. No, it's not. What now? What are you gonna do? Nothing.
You're taking a ride off a cliff.
Like this is how the real world works. Like, especially in rural areas. Like it's about how much violence, how much better you are at violence. And I don't buy the fact that the 5'2", 90-pound chick with the bob cut is gonna be a violent badass. I just don't buy it for a second. Sure. Even with an equalizer.
I'll remember that when I'm walking across the states in a few years' time, going town to town.
This is the states, bro. Yeah, this is not. This is my town. Oh yeah. No, it's not. What now?
There's a comment here that I think we need to address, and I think it's an important one. PBE 777 says, "Why isn't he wearing the ring? I thought the lantern ring has one owner at a time. That's not comic accurate. Is that true?"
No. What? I'm sorry, bro. What you said is not comic accurate. Remember, the ring, yes, it has one owner, but the ring's power can be used by multiple wearers. Remember this, Hal Jordan himself ended up having like, what was that storyline where he wore like 12 rings? Remember that?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
A few years ago, yeah.
And I remember that one of my favorite books was when Green Arrow, the guy with no superpowers, he's literally just Batman with a bow and arrow, right? And he puts on the Green Lantern ring to save Hal Jordan. I think it was Hal Jordan. And one of the Green Lanterns. And he almost kills himself just trying to use it. But he does successfully use it. Because it's so much work for him as someone who is not trained in using the ring. The willpower almost kills him. So no, people can use Parallax. Thank you. Yeah, which I think there might be a little Parallax teaser coming in here on this.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yes, anyone can use the ring. Especially if they're trained. Yeah, even if it's owned by someone else.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. And maybe that's what that's one thing about this is there is some people that read like specific comic book runs and not all of the comic books, and had watched specific cartoons or specific animated movies, and maybe specific movies, and their lore, like their inside their headcanon for this stuff is a different than like whatever lore James Gunn is using. I believe James Gunn is borrowing from both the Silver Age and the modern age of comics, which means that things are not going to 100% connect with the way you think it's supposed to be because you never read the Silver Age or whatever, Well,
I've not read all of it. Never going to get. Yeah, I hope I get to, but there's so much of it out there. I'm running out of time.
Right.
Yeah. Well, my entire background for Green Lantern is Justice Friends. Okay. And,
oh God, here we go.
Right. And wait for it.
The Copper Age.
The best Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh my God! Did you say the
only exposure to Green Lantern?
Stop.
It's true.
Stop. Did you just say?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You've thrown a lantern grenade into the room now, haven't you, Shane?
Sorry, I was reading Lord of the Rings when you guys were reading comics. My bad.
No, it's not about what comics you're reading. It's about your enjoyment of the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie.
I didn't know anything else.
He was all wrong for Hal Jordan, Ryan Reynolds. I will stand by that.
Oh, I see. I see. No, I get it now. But it's the only one. So you're saying the best because there isn't another.
Okay.
You should have said the best live action Green Lantern. Because there are animated Green Lantern movies.
Yeah.
Although the Justice Friends Green Lantern was pretty badass. I'm just saying.
Oh, yes. No. Okay.
First Flight. First Flight is great.
Justice League Unlimited is the greatest cartoon series of all time. And if you wanted to make billions with a B of dollars, you would just reproduce that in 12 movies. Legitimately. If you wanted to just make billions of dollars in the studio, go to the Justice League Unlimited cartoon series, like 4 seasons, and just make 12 movies with that exact storyline, and you would make billions and billions of dollars. It'd be wild how much money you would make off that series.
I'll call the guys up and let them know.
All right, yeah, so PBE did respond. I'm not a DC guy, that's why I asked. I was a Marvel Comics guy, not an MCU guy. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so not everyone's knowledge is from every era. So there's eras of, and we're going to talk about this too, there's eras of Green Lanterns where they manifest or construct their suits, like, for their bodies. And there's also eras where they wear their suits. And I saw a lot of new era people like, why is he wearing why does he have a Green Lantern suit like hanging up in his closet? I'm like, that's literally a shot from the comics, like verbatim. Like they took the frame from the comics and they reproduced it on screen. Okay. There's eras where they wore a suit and there's eras where they didn't.
Well, let's see that. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
So
we'll get into it. No, we'll get it.
You're a big shot.
Yeah, here. Hey, or what? Yeah. Wait, no, that's a serious question. Or what? What are you gonna do?
Look at you hard, dog.
Yeah, you're 93 pounds. What are you gonna do? I'm not even trained, and I'm not afraid of you. That's horrible casting, honestly.
You just stare in the eyes and go, I could kill you with my thumb.
It's horrible casting to put like the tiny little woman as the sheriff, like the big bad sheriff of the town, because it doesn't make any sense. We don't buy it. Okay? Maybe if she's holding a machine gun and flanked by like 4 Navy SEALs, okay. But she's by herself talking to 4 giant men. It doesn't make any sense.
Yes, this is Scottish actress Kelly MacDonald, by the way.
Doesn't make any sense, and I'm not talking trash on the actor. I'm saying that the casting doesn't make any sense.
You've made her angry now, so she'll now be a Red Lantern in the new series.
Right? Yeah. What we don't know is she's actually Sinestro.
Short hair.
That's the only. It's the only actual qualifier is that she also has short hair.
Yeah, exactly. You know that's going to go viral over the internet now. Woman cast as Sinestro. We heard it here on the BRANE Show.
Yep.
So someone said, "Why is the suit brown? It's supposed to be green." Well, it is. It's green. I think that the colors are muted here, which is there's a
reason for that. There is a reason.
There is. Yeah, you're right. But also, there's a complaint I can say about most of Hollywood nowadays is that they just don't like to use color in anything, and I don't understand why. Like every show I watch, they don't use the right amount of color. But I think in this case, it's supposed to be showing you a veteran Green Lantern who's also been through the crap like for decades. Go ahead, John. I think you have something to say.
Yeah, I was going to say my view on it is I'm wondering whether the color palette at the moment is because when they do become lanterns in the series, it's going to be vibrant and bright. You know, you're going to have the power rings. The cut is going to be colorful. That's one thought I've had on it at the moment. So I could see that happening. You know, they put the suits on, they got the rings on. Suddenly, you know, you got a really vibrant green.
Yeah, I mean, almost the way like, have you ever seen? You guys know what a sandwich sign is, right?
Yeah.
All right. So a sandwich sign, when it's not lit up, like during the daytime, so they don't light their signs during the day. It's those signs that they have double panes of something called luminite. It's not plexiglass. It's called luminite. It's a type. It's like plexiglass, but it's more. It doesn't crack as easy. And so they have these double panes of luminite, and they print both sides of it. So they print a positive image on the positive side, and the negative image on the negative side. And the reason for that,
we don't need the chemical composition of.
No, let me finish. God damn it! The reason for that is so that when the light hits it, it produces from the back, and you are seeing it from the front. It produces extremely vibrant colors because you have double printing. You have negative printing on the back, and you have positive printing on the front. But when there's no light in the back and just light, so sunlight or whatever during the day, the lights are extremely muted. It's almost dark, like hard to see, because the double printing. If you take two transparent things put on top of each other, now the colors gonna be super dark. But with light behind them, like I think in this suit, the second you light it up, now it's vibrant green. But when the light's gone, it's probably much more darker and muted.
Seems like the showmaker shouldn't have made that mistake to show that as the first thing in their trailer, but okay, we'll see, or their teaser.
Yeah,
if it truly is green, the first time you see the fucking suit, it should be green.
Not if he's not wearing it.
I mean, like I said, I don't know the dynamics of how everything works, so I can't really speak to that. But I'm just saying, as a fan, I'm expecting to see what I'm used to seeing, I think.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that true? Did Damon Lindelof say green is stupid?
Yes,
he did.
Yes,
okay. So can I say something real quick? Damon, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
So hang on a minute.
That is the stupidest thing anyone could say that is involved in this show. You're an idiot for saying that, and you certainly, even if you feel that way, you certainly shouldn't express it in an interview. You idiot.
Well, you know, that eliminates the fact that you can no longer then do red lanterns. You can no longer do yellow lanterns. You know, you can't go through the spectrum.
Maybe Damon can't, but other people can.
I don't know. I need to watch what he said again, but or read what he said. But is he just doing a misdirect on this, and basically he doesn't want to give too much away? Is he teasing? Do you think?
Yeah, that's possible. I mean,
he's just trying to get a rise out of people going, green's rubbish, overrated.
I gave Brian the clip where he says it.
Yeah, so I'll pull that up. One thing, though, is I sort of like the idea of the show being called Lanterns and not Green Lanterns, if they're going to actually go into all the different colors and all that in that lore. But if they're going to stop at Green Lanterns, it should have just been called Green Lanterns.
I got no problem with the word lanterns.
Yeah, I mean, because it'd be cool, because there is white, red, yellow, like there's a lot of different colors, and there's a ton of lore and very specific lore behind every color. It's very cool.
Laugh-lees as well. Oh, imagine Laugh-lees on Earth. That'd be great.
What'd you say? Laugh-lees?
Larvely's the Orange Lantern.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he is. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's Damon. All right.
Sorry, who sits like that for crying out loud?
The trailer to do this interview.
I'm just going to show it real quick. It's super short. It's 30 seconds.
So, you just announced a Green Lantern show. It's called Lanterns because we all agreed that the green was stupid. So,
Right.
So now it's just lanterns.
Okay, that guy's stupid.
So we all agree that decades of Green Lantern is stupid. Okay, gotcha.
Did he go to the same sitting school as Captain Nala for crying out loud?
That was a good one, John.
All right, back to the trailer. Yeah, that was stupid. He shouldn't have said that. I feel like when he flew away, there should have been some green. And I don't know if they're saving the green effects for the trailer or something.
Why would
Yeah.
you?
And I know that Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern didn't have like green aura or whatever, but every single iteration of the Green Lanterns has some kind of green when they're using their powers. So that should have been the case. So I definitely criticized the extreme lack of VFX in this because there isn't seemingly like very little VFX in this teaser.
Yeah.
Like it's funny because I can take this teaser and throw it into After Effects and probably fix it for a lot of people. Like I'm not joking. Like I can take this trailer as is, throw in After Effects, fix the color of the suit, add some VFX, cut a little bit of some things out, add a couple of frames in from other places, and I can probably make this a trailer that people would be super excited about with some VFX and some tighter editing. So I find it interesting that they chose not to use VFX. I like that there's a lantern, but I don't know why that lantern is so muted. It's clearly green. Why isn't it glowing? Like, give me some glow.
Well, it's just this is. I mean, are they trying to tell us that it's a burnt out lantern?
Yeah, and
battery.
and I almost, like maybe he's holding the dead lantern.
Yeah.
So in the
They cut off.
in the comics are all a little bit different. They the order and stories change. John Stewart, at one point was a substitute teacher. Then he was a test pilot or in the military or something. I've completely forgotten the new era stuff. But there is a comics. A lot of the comics do have Hal Jordan, sort of, or John Stewart inheriting the ring in some way from Hal Jordan. It's actually a pretty common thing, and it would make sense that the older Hal Jordan is coming from the era of comics where they wore the physical suit, where it was a little more practical, a little more grittier. And the new era, John Stewart is going to maybe manifest and construct his suit from his willpower, not using the physical suit the way they do in the new comics. And you can honor both eras of comics by having the veteran teaching the newbie, and the newbie does things his way, and the veteran is wearing the suit the original way, the physical suit, and then the newbie, when he comes into his own, he manifests his suit, and he does things differently, because that's what the next generation would do.
Sounds reasonable.
The next generation of people are going to do things, they're going to find their way of doing something, right? So I think it would make a lot of sense for John Stewart to quite literally manifest his suit while Hal Jordan has to put his on, right?
Sure. Yes, reasonable.
Now, one thing is this, that would also set up a season 2 or a movie or whatever where Hal Jordan can become a Parallax type storyline where he is upset.
You should explain the Parallax thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So he effectively becomes the villain.
Yeah. And there's a redemption arc for him
Right,
as well.
and there's a redemption arc. But he becomes a villain because he feels like he's being pushed out of the core.
Okay. This is one of my theories for this show. This town, I'm thinking there's going to be a Parallax connection, and I think that potentially in their version, this is going to be part of Hal's redemption arc kind of thing, where he's got trauma from what he's done, what he did when he was Parallax is all going to lead in with this town. I've just got a feeling there's a Parallax vibe with this series.
I think it's going to lead to a parallax when he's feeling like he's being forced to retire. You know.
Well, you're getting that in the teaser,
right?
So
I think he's being forced to retire. John, maybe they become friends by the end of this thing, but he doesn't want to actually retire. That leads him to the parallax thing where he literally takes out Green Lanterns and just steals their rings. And now he becomes a super powerful sort of ring. Maybe he's lied to by Sinestro and other people. He's manipulated by people in the yellow ring users, right? People in the core who are not good, not honorable. And that leads him down a really negative path where he thinks he's the hero, but he's actually becomes the villain. And just like Batman, you either die the hero or live long enough become the villain. And then there has to be a third season where it's the redemption of that, where he has to do something grand that actually redeems his character.
Yeah, maybe they go to space at some point.
And then maybe they go to space. And if they actually go down that route, that'd be rad. I don't know if they is going to, but we'll see.
What were they injecting into John's neck there? You see, that's why I'm talking about parallax thing, because he was having something injected into his neck.
Let's find
when they're holding him down.
Yeah, let's pause it there. Hey, man, I can't.
That's a fast cut.
There.
Oh, that is something yellow.
Yeah. So I'm thinking there's a parallax.
Oh, and look, that doesn't look like a human face, does it?
No.
That does not look like a human head, bro. And that doesn't look like that is not a human device. That's not a human device. That's not a human head.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It might be something.
So what would this injection? What would you theorize this injection?
This might be not parallax, but this might be the sinestro core or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that could be. But I do know yellow is sinestro. That's fear.
Fear.
Right?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I tell you something though? There, wasted shot. We don't need to see.
We don't need it.
These characters that don't matter to us. They're miscast. And anywhere near this is a teaser. You have a very small amount of time to impress us. Stop wasting audio and visual on characters we don't care about.
By the way,
can I just say?
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say she sat in the hospital there. This is me where I'm going comic book insane right now. She sat there. Someone she cares about is in a bad way, bandaged up. Rage, Red Lantern.
Okay.
There you go.
So they covered this person's face for a reason, right?
Well, let me tell you before you move it. Don't move it.
Oh,
don't
sorry.
move that. This person's character's name is Zoe, and I just want everyone to know that her actual name is Porna, and I don't know if that's a great first name to have.
Porna?
Her name is Porna Jagannath, and that's just really.
I'm sorry, your parents were monsters.
Yeah.
I've never seen that name before, and I just had to point that out. I'm sorry.
That's weird. They must have been like swingers in the 70s, and they really liked the porn industry.
There are two O's.
Boogie Nights on 4K.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't get this. Like, why is there so much focus on this sheriff that, like, she doesn't matter, and she's bad casting. Like, in every way, this is bad casting, and we shouldn't be focused on this character. If I really hope that this character is not such an insane part of the series that we're seeing her in the series as much as we're seeing her in the teaser. That would suck.
This feels more like a trailer than a teaser to me, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's literally called a teaser.
There's so much more information here that we don't really need.
I think a lot of the information we're giving, we're actually inflecting. Like, it's not actually in the teaser itself.
Oh, feels like it.
Because we've been watching it for 12 minutes and it's 2 minutes long. All right. At the end, like, he didn't even use the light. Green light. There's no green light. That's like my biggest problem with this. There's no green light.
There's more green in your background on your camera than there is in this flipping trailer.
Yeah, there's a ton of green in my background. Am I Green Lantern? I don't know. It's wild. Yeah, that's my biggest criticism of this is that I could take this trailer and honestly, I thought about it. I knew we were going to talk about it today. I thought about making the same trailer but with After Effects colors. I'm just too busy, you guys. Okay, I have like 14 jobs and 2 kids and a wife. Didn't have time. But I really did want to pull this into After Effects and just fix it. Because I can fix this with VFX in an afternoon. Like, you give me 4 hours, I can knock this out.
Yeah, I got to tell you, as a layman guy who doesn't really know much about it, other than the part where he flies into the sky, the whole rest of the teaser might as well be like Walker, Texas Ranger.
Well, that's what but see, remember, James Gunn said their inspiration for the Lantern series for the first season was going to be like True Detective.
But I understand. But what I'm trying to say is, in order to, what's the point of a teaser? To get people excited, right? To get you talking about it, which, well, they're doing that, but to get you excited about what's to come. And what, if you're a Green Lantern fan, what's the thing that's going to get you the most excited? Okay, maybe seeing the ring, maybe seeing the suit. But how about seeing it a little green? Maybe seeing a little bit of what the ring can do.
Well, let's play devil's advocate here. You know, if you knew nothing about comic books or Green Lantern, say, and you watched that trailer, would you think that was from a comic book series?
No, not at all.
No.
Not even remotely. Except the dude flew, which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said, a little bit of VFX could have made this whole thing make sense.
I agree.
Like, honestly, we have some VFX friends on Twitter. I'm thinking about messaging and being like, hey, man, can you just throw this into After Effects for me?
Do you know what? Do you know what's going to happen?
Brighten up some of those frames, add some light, bro, a little bit of outer glow, cut out all the scenes with the chicks that don't matter. Let's make this right.
Do you know what's going to happen now is they're actually watching the BRANE Show, and they'll suddenly, before this show's ended, there'll be a tweet that goes out with a new trailer going, sorry, we sent you the wrong one. This is the correct one. There's green everywhere.
Oh my God. Wait. What if the leaked one was before VFX, but they already leaked it?
Yeah.
What if someone was working on the VFX version? Because it feels like this has no VFX. Like, honestly.
That's actually a really good theory.
Yeah.
Like, what if HBO's too embarrassed to say their shit got leaked, and so they said, just put out the one that we put out?
Brilliant.
Right? Wouldn't that be wild?
It's sort of crazy because, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm getting a little angry. There is no VFX in this trailer. I mean, there obviously is. He flies, right? There's guns.
Gotta be green though, bro.
But there's no obvious VFX. If you guys looked at our thumbnail, if you came in after a thumbnail, that's me adding VFX to a single frame.
Right.
And it looks so much better than the whole trailer.
But you know, from that clip you showed of Damon Lindelof where he's saying he doesn't like green, he went in for the interview with James Gunn, and he sat there and he goes, right, this is my vision for the show. And James Gunn's going, yeah, it's brilliant. And he goes, Lindelof just goes, oh, but one last thing, I don't like green.
Then you can't have the job.
Then you can't.
You can't make them show Green Lanterns. If you don't like the color green, you son of a bitch, you can't be here. No, I'm sorry. I mean, like some of these people have to be told no.
Yeah.
Right? When they are interviewing writers for Star Trek, and if the writer says, I've never seen Star Trek, nor do I like Star Trek, the next thing out of the interviewer's mouth should be, thank you, have a good day.
Right.
You should not be hiring someone who dislikes the source material that they're being hired to work with. If I ran a yogurt shop, okay, and someone came in and said, I hate yogurt, I'd be like, get the F out.
Yeah,
we can't have you here because it makes no sense for someone to hate what we do to be working on what we do. And if you hate the color green, you officially can't make, no matter how talented you are, you can't make Green Lantern. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you're right. And here's the issue. So Chris Mundy is one of the creators of this show. And Chris Mundy is known for Ozark and True Detective. Those are the two shows that he's known for.
Great writer.
So, I'm sure that James Gunn wants to get it right, but James Gunn also has a lot of shit to do. So if you're going to trust someone, if you're going to be like, look, I trust Chris Mundy because Ozark and True Detective kick ass, right? You might just go, Chris, do your thing. Now, when you watch this teaser, do you get True Detective?
No, it looks like Ozarks and True Detective. Yeah,
you get those vibes, right?
Right.
That's what this guy knows how to do. So don't trick yourself into thinking this is going to be anything more than what Chris Mundy can make.
And I get that, but add some VFX.
Oh, I'm
Hey, I watched True Detective at VFX. True Detective's a great series. Why not?
I have to believe that they had VFX on this they have two versions of this trailer.
Right.
The one that's been finished in production, post-production.
Trouble I've got with things like this is the fact that you're choosing to do a Green Lantern series is one of the most out there, wonderful comic book characters with lots of alien creatures. You're choosing to do it and you're grounding it and you're saying, right, we're going to call it Lanterns. Now, you could have done, if you don't like any of that and you like True Detective, you could have done like a noir, The Question kind of comic book series, which would work just as well and be popular. But they're going with lanterns. And again, when I see Green Lantern, and I hope I'm wrong, but this doesn't make me think, oh yeah, it's the comic books come to life. I'm never going to get everything in my head that I want from I love from the comic books.
Right.
That's never going to happen. That's not what I'm saying. But the fact is, you want to have people that love Green Lanterns looking forward to watching Lanterns, but you've also got to try and convince people to watch this show who don't know anything about it. And again, I'm not sure they're getting that right, in my opinion.
If they're trying to trick people who are not fans of superheroes into this not being a superhero show, then that's not the right way to go about it.
No.
You know?
No.
Well,
I'm sorry.
So I do believe, though, that there is a world where this is the teaser, and whether it's 2 minutes or not doesn't matter. Like, this is the teaser, and I think that the real sweaty stuff might be reserved for the trailer itself.
I don't know why you would do that, but okay.
I don't know why. I think that might be what they're probably going for, and maybe they don't have all the VFX done. That might be possible. Maybe they're like, we don't have VFX, but like we need a short trailer.
Well, just so you guys know,
we need a short trailer for March. Can you put something together for a teaser? And like almost all of their shots are like that stupid sheriff lady being like, "Get out of my town," and they're trying to weave together this narrative with no VFX shots ready. I don't know, dude.
Maybe don't do a teaser then yet. So here's the thing: the show's coming out in August, so we've got about 5 months, and we're getting 8 episodes for the first season. So
yeah, we've talked about that.
Tired.
Stupid 8-episode thing. I mean, bro, like we got 10 episodes of Star Trek Academy. You can't give us more than. Anyways.
And I'm never going to get over that, to be honest with you.
So here's some of the controversy around this thing. We got to wrap this up. We spent 45 minutes on this. 45 minutes on a 2-minute trailer. Just so you know, this is Hal Jordan Comics. So in his era of comics stories, he did wear a physical suit. And that's just the way it is. So the people that are saying, that's not true, they construct their suit out of energy. Depends on what comics you're reading, bro. And another thing, too, about comics. This is very important. For the people that are trying to use comics as a cudgel to, like, either complain or defend something that people clearly like or dislike. Comics change every era. Like, it depends on the writer. Like, for the love of God, I think the current version of Nightwing is just a homosexual. Dating.
It is.
I'm not joking, right? Like, the current version of Nightwing is gay and he's dating Robin or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I like comics, but there are some bad comics that should never be reproduced as TV shows or movies.
Well, you have generations of comic. We're not talking about. We're talking about 70 years of comics in some situations.
Right.
And there's only so. I mean, to determine what is your truth could be depend on the comics you enjoyed, and it's not going to be the same for everybody. So you do have to have a little bit of give and take. But listen, to be honest with you, some people just want to bitch.
Right. That's my problem. Don't be like, this isn't comics accurate, and be like, try to be like the smart guy in the room while screaming and raging about something that you know nothing about. Like if you've only read a single series of Green Lantern comics and you think you're the expert, guess what, guys? You're not. You're a tourist. I've read 1,000 Green Lantern comics, and I'm not an expert.
But I saw the Ryan Reynolds movie, and I feel like
so. Shane saw the Ryan Reynolds movie. I've read maybe 800 comics. John maybe read more than me, and I can tell you right now, even with my vast knowledge in comparison to what Shane knows, and maybe John's vast knowledge in comparison to what I know, we still are not experts because there are so many.
Yeah.
So if you've only read a handful of comics and you try to come on Twitter flexing your nerd muscle, guess what, dude? You don't know what you're talking about. Because it drives me nuts when people try to use comics as some kind of validator that they are right when they literally say something that is the opposite of truth. It drives me nuts. You can not like the trailer. That's okay. You can like the trailer. That's okay. But you might not. You should Google. You should Google something before saying something stupid. Because people are saying a lot of stupid things on Twitter right now.
I didn't like the trailer, and I will tell you, feel free to, and that's what you're running up against. There's a lot of people who are going to say a lot of stupid things. But, you know, the best thing to do is just combat them with information if you know more. But I don't know Green Lantern, and I didn't like the trailer. I'm just saying.
There you go. And that's okay. Just don't try to justify your hate with limited tourist levels of information. Okay, that's what, you know, it drives me nuts when tourists try to get sweaty in the comment section. First off, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, do you have Google, ChatGPT? Like, verify what you're saying before you post it, dumb.
But thing is, it's always going to be an eternal paradox, though, when you go down that road, because you're going to.
I'm sorry. What was that? Was that like? Are you making a pun right now when you said that?
Because well, I was going to say, mate, because you've got people that will always come in. They'll go, well, issue 402
right.
Clearly it said this, and then someone else will come in and go, yes, but issue 27 in 1972. So you'll never get beyond it. You know, it's just how it is. But.
Well, no, so, nerd discourse, I love.
Yeah,
it's when
I want it back to that.
Yes, it's when the people that aren't nerds want to say, "Well, I'm a nerd." Kitty cat face. I'm a nerd, and they because they have like 2 comics on their desk behind themselves in their stupid hot tub Twitch stream, because they wear Mario and Luigi pajamas. I'm a nerd. No, you're not. No. Well, you're a tourist in our land. If you want to be a nerd, you need to break out those comic books. You don't have time for Pilates, lady. Okay? You need to bust out those comics. I need you to get sweaty, play some World of Warcraft. You can't look the way you look and be a nerd, because there's not enough time for you to be a nerd and go to the gym as much as you do. I'm sorry. There's not.
No, I want to get back to a point of nerd stuff where, to give you an example, Star Trek, I want to be talking about what power systems power starships, not how many testicles a Klingon's got.
Right. My only thing is, like, it's okay it's okay not to be a nerd either. You can not know anything about this and still dislike or like it. I'm just saying, don't try to flex nerd muscle when you don't know what you're talking about. It drives me nuts. And I must have responded to like 50 people, and I had to be as respectful as possible. That's actually incorrect. I hate having to do that. And maybe I don't. Maybe I feel like I need to, because I'm the guy who's like, you're totally wrong every way. when I see someone like, why will this be this way? Because that's the way it is.
I was actually going to make fun of you because one of your posts said, this is the last time I'm going to say this. And I'm like, and I was going to write, okay, Dad.
Because I can't take it, bro. It's this never-ending tourist saying the same thing, and they're so wrong.
I'm going to create a fake account and start screwing with you. It's
like, I don't go into the Little Pony subreddits and Twitter groups and start trying to talk about, things I don't know anything about. You shouldn't be trying to flex knowledge you don't have. Stop it.
I've just got this image now of Shane smuggled in a mobile during jury service, and he's there. They're all deliberating over what's happened, and he just does this villain-like laugh, goes, I've just wound Brian up again on Twitter.
To be clear, though, because I did like Peacemaker so much, I will give the show, even though James Gunn's not the guy, I know he's overseeing it, and I'm hoping he's really like giving it the proper treatment, making sure it's good before he lets it go out, because he said he was going to do that. So I'm going to give it a benefit of the doubt. I'm going to watch it, and hopefully it'll be good. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's it. And we're gonna wrap up this topic with this. Thank you. It's not Nightwing. It's Tim Drake who is gay now. Okay. Guess what? I don't care. But thank you for the information. I don't care about Tim Drake. I gotta be honest. I don't really care about Nightwing either. You know, like the Bat family. Like once you get past, and I know this is gonna be this. This is very. I'm gonna say something that's very touristy. Okay, but once you get past Robin and Batgirl, I've lost interest. Like, I know they've expanded the Bat family to like the extreme, but I just lose interest. Like after it's Batman, Robin, Batgirl. That's where I'm done. I don't need any more people in my Bat family. So I know Nightwing's a version of Robin or whatever. It's just too convoluted.
I'm actually with you there.
I'm the same, and it's like also some of the villains now, they've got their sidekicks. There's more of them now these days.
So many people.
Like, leave it, leave them alone.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm gonna say something that might be sacrilegious, Ray. I think Batman Beyond is better than all of those other characters.
I love Batman Beyond.
Beyond,
favorite mine.
For me, it goes Batman Beyond, everyone else. Like, and I have no interest. Whenever Nightwing's on screen, who cares?
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, if it's not a movie, then I don't know.
If you care about it, that's cool. That's cool. If you like it, that's cool. I'm just telling you, I don't care. So when they're
give me a Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond movie or series, please.
When they said Tim Drake was gay, I'm like, well, that's stupid, but I also don't care. Yeah. All right, guys. We're wrapping this up. Let us know what you guys think in the comments and in the chat about this. We're going to read super chats. Thank you so much. Wow. All right. There's a lot of super chats I got to find. Sorry. Thank you guys. You guys all really stepped up here with supers. I gotta go back to the beginning.
We have I'll help you out a little bit here. So John Burns.
I got it. Because I'm at the very top.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Jeez, I'm like coughing. All right. Here we go. And there it is. Here it is.
Here we go.
All right. John Burns says, Carney's figured out interesting response to Iran.
Yeah. So Carney, thank you, John, for that. Carney actually came out quickly after we attacked Iran and supported us, which it's like hard to figure out exactly why, other than the fact that we're planning to build this giant golden dome and Canada's going to be underneath it. So maybe perhaps that's why he's saying those things. I don't know.
Yeah, he's going to be under the. I like how Israel has like the Iron Dome, and Trump's like, we are going to have the Golden Dome.
Right, what's gonna happen when he fires them? Are they all going to come out like and spell Trump?
It's such a Trump. It's such a Trump answer though. Like, no, it's the Golden Dome. You're like, of course it is.
Right. I love Carney. Carney reminds me of like that little kid next to the big bully, right? And the bully's like, I'm going to beat you up. And then Carney's like Canada going, yeah, we're going to beat you up. No, that's
he's like the little guy. He's like the little guy in Star Wars that's sitting on top of the Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. He ran the Bank of England before this as well. So I know that guy. Can't stand him.
Look, regardless of what you think about Trump, like you got to admit, it's pretty fun. He's a pretty funny dude. Like,
it's definitely funny.
Like the Golden Dome. And I was watching these Instagram shorts where where he just like responds without any filter to everything, and like it's not something people like to see in a president, but it's very, very funny. Like it's very funny. All right.
My theory is on this. I think this is really important, and for you guys who are our age or my age, we had decades and decades and decades of presidents who would say things and we had no idea what they truly felt. Like they're hiding behind the face of their politics. The one thing about Trump, whether you like him or hate him, yes, he's an exaggerator. Yes, he lies and says things he shouldn't. But here's the thing. You always know exactly what he's thinking.
Yeah.
And I like knowing what my leader thinks, even if I sometimes may not agree with it or I may question it. The fact that I know what's going on is so much safer of a feeling to me than having a president who I don't know what the fuck's going on behind those eyes. Right. And that's really the draw of
Yeah,
Trump.
they make you feel really good, but they also just like set like 400 drones random places. You're like, wait a minute, like I don't know how I feel about this.
Well,
yeah,
we're in a trigger generation, so it's a point where Trump is always going to be controversial, but at any other time in history would he be as controversial as he is right now because of the triggered generation that we live through?
You're right.
I don't think he would.
Young generation loves this stuff. I got to tell you right now, if the lefties think that they're coming up and things are going to change, let me tell you, the youth love this. They are internet trolls.
Dude, my kids are savage as F. Look,
They're
guys,
all savage, bro.
Yes, I thought that we were done with like the hyper savage internet troll era. Like with the last couple of generations, it had gotten to the point where like you could be canceled just for saying like retard or something.
Right.
And dude, or even the word stupid was like, that's a bad word. And there were schools are like really hammering in the point where anything remotely offensive or critical is not allowed. Well, dude, the generation of kids like under 15, under 16, like they've really taken that and gone ham. Like,
oh, it's crazy.
They're mean to each other. They call each other retards. They're openly racist to each other and still are friends. They don't care. They are like the 90s if the 90s had TikTok, dude. It's crazy. It's like even like if everyone in the 90s had some kind of form of ADHD, it's a little more amped up. It's like the 90s generation with extreme ADHD and a little bit of meth.
Well, you can disagree with somebody and still be friends with them.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. That's a crazy concept to the millennials and Zoomers, but to Alpha, that's like normal.
Yeah.
Like really normal. Like my kids' friend groups have like every race in it. And they openly mock each other's races. And I am not offended by anything, but I'm over here listening to them play video games. By the way, and they're playing video games in the same room, which is like unheard of, right? They're in there playing video games and hanging out, and they're calling each other like ching chong and stuff. And I'm like, yo, you guys tone it down. That's too racist.
Dude, the number of Hitler gassing jokes and things, like, I mean, tell me it's
crazy.
History has not moved on where these kids have no understanding of how bad that really was, that they can just joke each other about it constantly.
Dude, it's the pendulum swing, bro. We had swung so far to the left that they swung so far that now the pendulum is swinging back to the right. And there's going to be a couple generations of super irreverent, sort of right-wing, don't give an F, savage motherfuckers, dude. And that's just the way it's going to be. Because you went so hard for 2 generations. Now the response to that is going to be even a crazier version on the other side. That's the way it is.
Given an inch and they took a mile. You know, that's what happened.
We all want the pendulum to at some point just sort of settle close to the middle. But you guys keep swinging it so far, and then you're shocked when Alpha comes up and they're even crazier than Gen X was.
Yeah.
Right?
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
All right. And look, we were crazy. Like, crazy. Like, they're nuts. Nuts. All right. JG Chabby, that final tease with Jane, Chef's Kiss, yes. And we're going to talk about that next. Thank you, Chabby. And the Rogue, U.S. working on Yorktown for 3 days straight in World War II. What is that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Yorktown was actually on... of course, Ken knows his...
Oh, I wish that was the case in my country, you know. We're at war. What are you doing? Oh, we're just off to a Baskin Robbins to get something to eat. We'll be back later. Don't worry about it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So I think he's
Naval
talking
vessels.
about it was heavily damaged by fires and torpedoes, so they had to work on the Yorktown for 3 days.
Yeah.
Back in 1942.
It was when you were blowing your nose, I was saying earlier that we were meant to be sending a ship to Cyprus, but it's still in the dock because the unions only allow them to repair 9 to 5
right
in
the UK
with mandatory tea time. Is that a thing still? Is there mandatory tea time there?
There is.
I think so. Yeah.
There always was.
Let me tell you something. The unions over there are insane. Maybe it's great for the workers, but I remember watching one of the documentaries that you wrote, Shane, and hearing about how what was it? James Cameron.
Yep.
James Cameron almost lost his shit when he gets, God, why can't we work? Why do we only get 2 hours of work time in the whole day?
Well, I'll give you another example.
And he thought he was going to get them motivated, but instead they all banded against him. Like, no, this is our tea time, mother. Don't mess with our tea time.
BBC Doctor Who in the 80s, literally 10 o'clock at night, whether they'd finished or not, the lights went out at 10 o'clock due to unions. That was it. They had no other choice to finish. They were rushing to finish at that time.
Let me be fair with you guys. This is why America has dominated over the last 100 years. Okay? Fuck that quitting. Overtime is authorized. That's
right. But this is also why China might dominate for the next 100 years.
Exactly.
Right.
Chinese people don't sleep, from what I understand.
Right. Like,
I'm pretty sure they're
all feeding each other Adderall and stuff. Like, I mean, their life expectancy is shorter than ours, but they're very skinny, so they don't need Ozempic. All right, should Iran be known as the third Gulf War from John Burns?
Not yet, John. Not yet. If they go troops on ground, yes. If they go boots on ground, and I saw a teaser today that, and you can't tell if this is true or not, that Trump's considering sending in.
Yeah, I saw that.
We have, I know that they got video footage of
it's the Kurds
American
as well.
Military equipment kind of heading towards eastern Iran. So we'll see what happens. If there are boots on ground, it definitely would be the third Gulf War.
Okay.
Yeah.
From JC Chappie. My initial reaction, not much green in the Green Lantern, but I'll give it a fair shot, really hoping it's good. Same.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, the right answer for me is also pretty much the same. I wish that there was more VFX, but there was not. I wish I had time to fix it, dude. That's it. I wish, dude. If I had time, I would do it. Thank you, by the way, Chappie. Also from John Burns, why I like Johnny dangerously farging ice holes. What? Did I just have a stroke? I don't know what that means.
You're so funny, dude. It's a quote from Johnny Dangerously from 1984.
Never seen it.
And it was, you were 4 years old when it came out.
Okay.
So Thank you, John.
All right. So from my perspective, though, I thought maybe my brain stopped working. So thank you for that, John. J.G. Chappie, can Hal just let another lantern ring though? Wear like WERAR. Yes. Yes, that's the answer is yes to that. Now the owner is Hal, like 100%. And when John Stewart gets a ring, it's the owner's his. But anyone can wear the ring, and if they have enough willpower, utilize the ring. I'm gonna find that frame real quick because it's really cool. When the Green Arrow uses the ring, it's actually very cool the way that comic series was cool. Anyways, he almost dies trying to manifest a single green arrow, like a green lantern arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a frame where he saves Hal, and they're both walking away all messed up and beaten up, and he's like, "Is this always this hard?" And Hal's like, "It's always this hard." So a regular human, when they pick up that ring for the first time, it takes real training, which I thought was. I really like the fact that they made it so you're not just automatically a god the second you get a power ring.
Yeah, you got to power up.
Yeah, you got to power up. You have to learn how to use it.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. Because there needs to be limitations to powers. I hate the idea of they got the 5 Infinity Stones, now they're just a god. I hate that. I like that they go, well, no, you have to be strong enough to actually utilize those 5 stones. And if you utilize it without being strong enough to use it, it's going to kill you.
Kills you.
Like I did with Tony Stark. There needs to be limitations. Superman, one criticism a lot of people have is his only weakness is a green rock that people have a hard time finding. That's a valid criticism. I would argue his weakness is actually not just the green rock. It's his humanity.
Yep, that's his weakness.
It's both his weakness, greatest weakness, and his greatest strength.
Exploit him. Enemies
is
exploit
his
him.
humanity. And if you are a good writer, you can write around that to the point where it's an epic story about someone who is a lowercase god that has both the strength and weakness of humanity. And that's,
well, they did a great job with it in Superman 2 with because the bad guys were trying to put all the humans in trouble, in danger,
So
which
good.
which is causing Superman to be conflicted.
Right.
Yeah. So good.
All right, JJ Chappie says, give me another $2 just to say, never mind, you addressed it. Well, you're right.
Love those.
Guess we addressed it again. Thank you again, Chappie.
Thank you. Thank you.
We addressed it twice, I guess. Anytime I can talk about it is good. Hey, Mexican Iron Man, we haven't seen you for a while, buddy.
He's been lurking.
Welcome back, Mexican Iron Man, my buddy Mike. He said, oh my God, the trailer, what crap. It's green Yellowstone lanterns. I have read and owned 1,000 Green Lantern books and crossovers. This is not it. More gun garbage. Okay.
Dude, I love that quote. I love green Yellowstone lanterns because it does feel, everything feels very Yellowstone-y since Yellowstone has become so popular.
Yellowstone it was almost like the Battlestar Galactica problem too. Like,
yes.
Oh, Battlestar Galactica was so popular. Every single science fiction show from here on out has to have the same handheld camera, gritty, shaky cam nonsense.
Battlestar Galactica single-handedly destroyed Stargate.
Yeah. Battlestar Galactica destroyed Stargate.
If you enjoy both of them, you can thank Battlestar Galactica for losing Stargate.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like everyone's tried to adopt that same style. They go, well, what made it popular was the shaky cam and the gritty and the dirt. Like, no. It was the writing.
Yeah, it was.
And if you understood that the writing is why people liked it and not the style itself, the style is just is the whipped cream on top, dude. You need substance inside your milkshake. Come on.
You have the second episode, I think it is, about Galactica, which is, I think it's called 38 Minutes, where they can't sleep because the Cylons are tracking them through hyperspace. So every time they're there, they literally got to keep jumping. Right. You have none of that. It's just literally, how can we get away from this? Because they are wearing us down. It's fantastic writing.
Right. And Yellowstone, by the way, I'm not a huge fan. But I know I see the draw. Right. And the draw is not the tone or the style. It is the characters. The characters and the writing are both likable, charming, and despicable at the same time. And what's his name?
Soap opera, bro.
I know,
it's Dallas.
I understand that. My wife, women love it. What's the guy's name? Sheridan? Something Sheridan?
Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan is very good at making these shows. He's very good at going, I'm going to make a show that's specifically written for this actor, whether it be Costner or Sylvester Stallone or Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob. Yeah,
like he's very good at and he does it. He creates a universe that has really down to earth characters that are both charming and despicable, and in their own ways, and it works. Not for me, but it works. So I get why people want to keep repeating that, but they're not Sheridan. That's the problem. So they're trying to repeat the tone and the style without understanding that's not what makes them popular.
Yeah, and this is a superhero show, guys, not a drama, gritty Western, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Mike. Good to see you back, buddy. I'm sure you were here before. Also, John Burns, Ivana Humpalot enters the chat.
That's when I was talking about Porna.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent James Bond reference.
Another Mexican Iron Man.
Not
Austin.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. I'm an expert in Green Lantern, and I say that the median average and the mean average is, as compared to the DC series, is total garbage. I'll watch the series, but it's probably gonna suck. Hey, at least you give it a chance, bro.
That's all we can say. Yeah,
and that's all I ask. And by the way, when I was talking about fake nerds, I'm clearly not talking about you. Okay, I've seen your setup, but there are a lot of people out there that have only ever seen the animated show or the Ryan Reynolds movie, and they're like, where's the green power suit? Stop it.
I'm like, wait a sec. Why isn't Green Lantern pithy and really funny? I can't figure out why.
I thought he's supposed to be Deadpool, but with green. John Burns says, "Farging assholes, family-oriented cursing." What? What am I talking about?
We were talking about cursing. That's why he said it. Because we were talking about, we're tired of cursing in TV shows all the time. We can't watch with our kids.
So, you know,
farging ice holes.
So there's something I'm watching with my kids right now. It's called The Good Place. Yeah. And in The Good Place, it replaces all your cursing with like
frack.
No, it's like forking and
shirt hole.
Shirt and like what do they say? Oh, birch. And like stuff like that, they can't say the words, but so it like automatically replaces them with words that are not curse words. And it's hilarious.
It is good.
She's like, fork me. And like, it's almost funnier when they can't curse. Because there's a moment where she's like, fork, what the fork? And she's trying to curse and it won't curse. It's really funny. It's really funny stuff. All right, we're going to move on to Firefly here now that we've spent an hour plus.
We got a couple more super chats.
No, we don't. Do we?
Did you get the JC Chappie $5?
Yeah.
I don't want a DC's Reacher Yellowstone Lantern show.
Where is that?
It's below Mike's last super chat.
Oh, I don't know how I missed that. Where? Okay, yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Chappie said, I don't want a DC Reachers Yellowstone Lantern show. Strangely, I think Gunn would have made a great Green Lantern Corps show, all that Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, yeah. That's actually, it's interesting that James Gunn didn't take on this task. I know he can't take everything.
He can't do everything.
Yeah, that's true. But he is the Guardians of the Galaxy guy, and like, if I was gonna pick a guy to make a Green Lantern movie, it probably like before he even owned DC, I would have been like, yeah, probably James Gunn. Like
that's what I don't get. I just don't.
Why are you making an Earthbound movie, dude? Like, you're the cosmic guy. Like, what's going on?
And your mate has got the purse strings, so just get him to greenlight a movie. Just Green Lantern movie.
Yeah, and maybe this is the setup. Maybe they're trying to set it up. Like, it's entirely possible this is the setup to like maybe it's a character-driven setup to a larger cosmic movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Give it a chance.
Right. But I feel like James Gunn would make a cosmic movie. Like, this is the guy who made Guardians of the Galaxy. And he basically wrote the Infinity Saga, right? Like, I don't get it.
What we could do with Oa. I just want to see a quality Oa.
Yeah,
Give me Oa. I'm happy.
That's such a good point, Shabby. And I now my brain is stuck in this mode. Why didn't he just do this?
Well, what's he doing instead?
He should have.
He's doing Superman 2, right?
Yeah, but he should have given other. I know Superman's like the anchor, the foundation of the series.
Yeah,
but maybe then do what you're doing with Supergirl and micromanage a writer that is talented, but needs your touch.
I think Clayface.
Yeah,
he shouldn't. You know who should be doing Clayface? Freaking the guy doing the True Detective guy, the guy doing Green Lanterns. That actually makes sense. A gritty Clayface makes a lot more sense.
What I find difficult with it though as well is the Superman movie. We've seen Green Lanterns in that Superman movie, and the trouble is when you're trying to do a gritty Lantern series, kids have already seen what a Green Lantern can do in a Superman movie, so you're setting yourself up to almost fail before you've even got the series out of the stall.
Right.
Don't understand it. Why, if that's the case, why put the Green Lanterns in the Superman movie? Keep them out of it. Do the series. That's what.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we don't know, and we don't know how it's going to shake out. Maybe you're right. Maybe it works out. Maybe it's.
But it is set in the 90s. That Lantern series, 100%.
Right, and that's true too. What if this is like a Captain Marvel kind of thing where they introduce the character in the past, And we're gonna, see, we don't know. And
90s, early 2000s.
I always hated the way they did the Captain. Obviously, I hate the character Captain Marvel. Brie Larson's a horrible casting, but they introduced her in the 90s, which is how they probably should have done it. However, if they wanted that character so bad, it should have been done way earlier in that phase. Yeah, not between the two biggest movies of the franchise. It just felt so out of place. But had you introduced her in her own film earlier in that phase, it would have made more sense, even if the character sucks. So, like, if you really want to introduce a character like Hal and the training of Jon Stewart, so you can see that they're established like years later, then it would make a lot of sense for you to release this series earlier before you get there. I don't know.
Well, and in James Gunn's defense, he also did take on Coyote versus Acme, which had been shelved. And apparently he did the screen story for it, the screenplay.
Oh, they re-edited it?
I guess so.
It's back on, isn't it? Yeah.
And then he's also, of course, Man of Tomorrow, Peacemaker. I mean, he himself is creatively doing a lot. So he probably had to come in and do Coyote versus Acme because there's a huge fear that that's going to lose money. And he probably felt like he needed to put personal attention on that. So,
right.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because it's definitely not in the DC scope.
Yeah, I bet you Zaslav was like, "Yo, James, can you help me out with this?
We need your talent."
Like, I'm being forced to release this against my will. Apparently, I've axed way too many things, and this is one of the things that I shouldn't have axed. Can you make it so it's successful, so we look like we know what we're doing?
Yep.
Apparently, people aren't happy. I've made a lot of money. They just want me to fix this.
Yeah, people aren't thrilled that I've 3 and almost 4 times our stock price and made a historic sale. They're not happy with the extremely epic, proportional to any other business, how good I am at the job I'm doing. They really just want this movie to come out. Can you help me out? It's crazy. Like the people, like, we said before, like TDS is a thing, right? Like people definitely have, Zaslav derangement syndrome too, ZDS. Like there are people in Hollywood, and this is why when we go, why do you always talk like well about Zaslav? I'm like, well, first off, he hasn't done anything I don't like, and secondly, all the people I dislike don't like him. It makes it really easy to sort of like glaze for the dude because he's made me money personally because I bought WB when it was $7, bro. And additionally, I think Batgirl should have been shelved. It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea to race swap a character and then make her basically cuck Batman. That's ridiculous. Like it's a leftist fantasy. And the two people that made it had zero actual experience outside of knowing Will Smith. So yes, that was a bad idea, and it should have been canned. The fact that they basically deleted the file and wrote off their taxes is hilarious. And it should have never happened in the first place. But people worked on it and they're creative. Yeah. Sometimes people make bad things. I've made videos that are no longer available publicly because they didn't turn out good. Right, Shane? Shane, we both done it.
Well, they were good, but nobody watched them. So how about that?
Well, they were good. They were good. They were good to us.
The Barbie video was very good.
That was good. Yeah, the algorithm screwed us on that.
Yeah.
And these guys are talking to you, Alex Kurtzman, right now.
Right.
They're giving you an example.
Yeah. Hey, Alex, 90% of what you do should never be released. Write it off on the taxes, big guy.
John Burns for $2. Bill Paxton played a Trump character in Aliens.
Did he?
Huh. Is it because he was over the top and couldn't shut his mouth? Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Right. Bill Paxton was one of our favorite. Game over, man.
Game over, man. Yeah. He also said, remember Prince Harry SS uniform. I do remember that, sort of.
Yeah, he did. He did wear it at a party.
Okay. Jonathan Rogue says there's a number of people involved in the Infinity Saga. Yes, but it's well known that the idea came from Gunn. Gunn was the one who pushed the Infinity Saga onto.
He did.
To what's his name? Feige.
Kevin Feige.
Okay. Let's talk about Firefly, shall we, guys?
Yes.
All right, so we got some news recently. Apparently, Nathan Fillion is saying that there is going to be a Firefly announcement on March 15th, and it won't be for a podcast.
That is not promising, by the way.
Wait, It won't be for a convention, a podcast, or a crossover. And we're going to watch some of the teasers. And this is a really important part. We're going to watch every teaser. They're really short. And then I'm going to show you something that I don't think anyone else, most people haven't figured out yet.
Ooh, okay.
But this was actually predicted 11 years ago, down to the exact like marketing draw out that we're seeing right now.
Got it.
So here we go. This is the news, and here is. It's being released, by the way, on Once We Were Spacemen, which is like Nathan Fillion and Tudyk's podcast, right? We're going to go to the very top, and we're going to start with this one.
Everybody has a podcast. It's crazy.
I didn't.
Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner have got one now, haven't they? And Fillion was on it in the last week or so.
Funny enough, I had no idea they had a podcast until this announcement. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's the first teaser, guys. Oh, I'm muted.
Oh, wow. Does this mean it's time?
It's time.
Okay.
I love Nathan Fillion. Okay. And it says, the caption says, wait, time for what? What time is it for? And that was it. That was the first one, right?
Okay.
It's the second one. He goes to Monica. I love, by the way, I love that he's wearing his rookie uniform.
Yeah.
And she opens up and she's wearing her sheriff uniform because they're
Right.
both on a cop show and a sheriff show.
Yep. Perfect.
Oh, we're both in our.
You son of a bitch.
Oh,
Are we doing this?
oh, we're doing this.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So that's that. And what does the caption say? Wait, doing what? What are we doing? What are we doing, you son of a BSETH? All right. Next one. All right. By the way, this is the one where it says some of you have guessed convention, podcast, or crossover. You are wrong. That's good.
We don't want any.
Well, wait, Sean, it's me. It's
Like he doesn't recognize Nathan Fillion.
Ah. I thought I might see you.
and here I am.
So, it's happening.
Oh, it's happening.
Well then.
Well then.
I love Nathan Fillion. He's...
This feels like it was written by Alan Tudyk, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it feels very Alan Tudyk.
Written and produced by Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
All right, here is Summer Glau, which was a crush of mine back in the day.
Yeah, it's the same.
Still is, sort of. Married, happily married, but my
met her
goodness.
at Comic Con.
Well, well, well.
Well, well, well.
By the way, she didn't act for like years.
No, she disappeared, didn't she?
Yeah, she like had kids and like she just fell off. And if anyone's gonna pull Summer Glau out of retirement, I think it might be Nathan Fillion.
Has the day finally come?
The day has finally come.
I knew it would.
Yeah, still a little creepy when you do that.
The Naughty. Written and produced by Alan Tudyk. All right, next one. By the way, the caption for that said, "The day has come for what? Announcement coming soon." Okay. And now here we go. Here's Julie. Oh my God, I'm forgetting her name right now. Jules
State.
Thank you, Jules State.
Yeah.
By the way, famously also on Stargate Atlantis, and looks way different. Like
yes.
way different than she looked on either Firefly or Stargate.
Yep.
Jewel?
Wait, are we?
Yes, we are.
Shiny.
Appropriate.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Appropriate.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. She says, "I was hoping you would say that, an announcement coming," and that's when it says Sunday, March 15th, which is next week. Okay, so real quick. This is important. First off, she clearly doesn't look like the same character she looked like before. She's had a lot of work done. But notice something. She does sound like the same character.
Yeah, I was going to say her looks won't matter for this.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into that. We have a couple more teasers to go through. So I do like that. And the appropriate words was shiny. And my favorite line from the movie was, "I ain't had nothing twitch my nether that run on batteries in weeks." Funniest.
Why did you say that?
funniest line that my kids would never understand. "I ain't had nothing twitch my nether that run on batteries in weeks." And it's funny because my kids just see it as gibbly gop. But I'm like laughing my butt off because it's funny. Yeah. All right. Goes Jules. And then here, I'm not going to play. The next one was just them, promoting their merch site because they saw how much attention these clips were getting. So go back. If you like their stuff, go follow them. But this is the next one. A lot of people did not know this was going to happen. They're like, Adam Baldwin is not going to be part of this project, obviously, because we don't agree with him. Not we, but the stupid people on Instagram and Reddit. We don't agree with him politically. And he started Gamergate. So clearly, he will not be part of this project. And I love how they just put him right at the end. And some of the comments are hilariously unhinged. Why would he be part of this project? No! Why? Because he's Jane, motherfucker. That's why.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here we go. He brought a hat. Why? This is important. He brought a hat. A Jane hat. So, and we're going to talk about this in a second, but look at these clues here, guys.
Saw this coming.
That's what Summer said.
It's about what I think it's about, huh?
It's about what you're thinking about.
Well, okay then.
Well, okay then. That. From my own.
All right. So, with that said, I want to show you what I uncovered here. Okay? There was an, what do you call it? A interview with Esquire that Alan Tudyk and James Fillion did back in 11 years ago. What's that?
Nathan Fillion?
Nathan Fillion, Alan Tudyk did an interview with Esquire 11 years ago. And there's a small portion of that interview where they ask, what are your thoughts on TV reboots in general? Are they a good thing, a bad thing, a little bit of both? And Fillion says, I'm all for it. Tudyk actually gives a lot more information. And tell me if you don't see a little bit of writing on the wall. First off, this was exactly 11 years ago. He says, I'm for a Firefly reboot personally, but it's going to have to be in a while. It's going to take a little time. I like the idea of it in another 10 years or so. First off, perfect timing. We can pick up with Captain Mao living on the moon somewhere. What is that? You showed me this idea, Nathan. Was it a fan fiction or something? Anyways, it picks up in another 10 years or so. I'm sorry, 10 years. So Mal is going to be a little bit older, and someone comes knocking on his door and says, you are needed. And really, you are, it's hard to read this. Then you can put the band back together. And later on in the interview, they literally talk about him knocking on people's doors. So, this was 11 years ago. He said in a 10 years or so, and the exact marketing for what the way he mentions him knocking on all the characters' doors is exactly what we were getting. So do I think it's a live action revival? No. I don't think that. I think it's a cartoon.
I agree. I think it'll be animated. And there's a couple of good reasons why. Some of these actors aren't prime time visually ready to be back on prime time.
No.
And I think if you brought the entire crew back together, I think some of them just aren't, they don't look right anymore. It would be tough to, bring them back into a series and have them be the characters they were. But listen, voices don't really change a whole lot. They get a little more resonant. And you can tell just by the way Baldwin's talking right there. It almost like he's amping up his Jane voice quite a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if this was going to be a voice acting situation with some sort of a Disney. And it's going to be hard because in order to reboot Firefly, it's going to cost quite a bit of money. And is Disney in a place where they want to reboot the franchise? Nathan Fillion is doing great. He's got a lot of irons in the fire. The rookie isn't over yet. So you'd have to pretty much walk away from the rookie in order to be able to focus on this, perhaps. So, there's a lot of things here.
And Monica's doing the Sheriff Show, which apparently getting good ratings too.
Yeah.
So yes, is everyone else available? Sure. But the two main characters, I would argue, is Nathan and Monica, and they both have pretty lucrative jobs right now.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying Monica Marina. I apologize, Marks. Thank you, Marina. I don't know why I said Monica.
Yeah, I honestly think that this is cool. We've always said we'd love a Firefly reboot. I don't know what this means. Joss Whedon came up with a show. Disney owns it. Could somebody else do it? No problem. Would be interesting to see maybe Alan Tudyk take charge of it. That would make sense. I'm
in the camp, whether you love him or whether you hate him. I said this when we talked about the new Buffy series coming along. I don't want a show like this without Whedon, because Whedon, this is Whedon. Essentially, it's like Buffy. I'm in the mindset now of I'll give you an example of Buffy. They go, "Oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar is executive producing it." Well, that's the equivalent of a football player becoming the manager of a football club.
But it's happened.
There's no guarantees.
That's happened.
Yeah, that's happened. But it doesn't mean it's going to be good, because to be perfectly honest
John,
with you,
it's happened and been good.
What the new Buffy series?
No. Football players becoming coaches or managers. It could happen, and then it
some have, but it's very rarer.
Right.
And again, this is the point. Just because you've got someone who is an actor in the series now being executive producer on it doesn't make you strike gold. And I for me, I'm not comfortable with it without Whedon being involved. Again, I know people don't like him, but Whedon has this special. He's got a way of writing characters and developing stories that I like.
Well, you got to understand why you like it, John. The thing is with Whedon, what made Whedon so good, and I know way more about this man than probably most people should. What made Whedon so interesting is that he was come from a matriarchal family, and he was very much into women power, and his stuff came around at a time when that was just starting to become okay, and people wanted a little bit of that. And so I think Buffy hit right when that was really good. Now, if you go to Firefly, when he does Firefly, of course, you got Summer Glau's character, right, is supposed to be, that was actually supposed to be his central character. but Nathan Fillion just took over.
He just sucked air out of
Yeah,
him.
he did. And so, but that series was actually written for Summer Glau to be a badass character. So that's where, and I just don't know if in today's, after going through our Mary Sue decade or whatever, decade and a half of women being OP'd, I just don't know if Joss could come in, and he's a good writer, but I don't know if he could come in and keep it fresh. I also don't think that Sarah Michelle Gellar is necessarily going to be a good influence on it. You need to be true to the source material, but also, be able to tweak it in such a way that takes it to the next level, so to speak. So,
yeah, I sort of agree with Ken here with the super chat. Whedon is no longer Whedon. It's been a long time. Sorry, it's been long enough that he isn't the same person. Just look at Doctor Who. I don't know about Doctor Who, but I do believe that Whedon is no longer the same sort of talented guy. He has certainly fallen off. And when he did, what was it?
Was it the Fades or something like that?
What was it? Avengers?
Yeah, he did
Avengers.
Age of Ultron, you mean? Sorry.
Yeah. Was it Age of Ultron? I forgot.
Age of Ultron was his last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, while the writing was good, he didn't write. The direction was so sort of stale, sort of colorful and stale. And the writing of that movie is actually very interesting. It actually gets better with every watch because there's so much in there that has to do with the rest of that phase. But the direction, cinematography, there's no style. It's old, it's stale. Joss has not continued to build on his craft, in my opinion. And I love Firefly, and I like Buffy, and I like the characters that he created. But I don't know how much of that was Joss. And I'm not saying this is a hater or whatever. I don't really care. I'm saying that how much of it was Joss and how much of it was good casting. So Yavi's a good writer. He did write some good stuff. He writes some great characters, but he also casts pretty good people. Nathan Fillion is a fan favorite in everything he does. There isn't a single thing, even when he's a cameo in a movie, everyone likes him. He is a charming, likable person.
Should have been Hal Jordan.
Should have been. Yeah, no, he should have been. Yep. Instead of Guy Gardner. And also, Michelle Gellar, Sarah Michelle Gellar, whatever her name is. Yeah. So she went on to have a really lucrative career after being typecast as Buffy. You know how odd it is for someone to get typecast as a single character for that many seasons and still have a thriving movie career afterwards?
Well, she was in a vein that was very popular at the time. Ass kicking women was what people wanted, So if you go to I Know What You Did Last Summer and some of the other stuff she did, it carries on the Buffy brand a bit.
I mean, not in Cruel Intentions, which was a huge movie.
No, that was different.
Yeah,
if you're going to do it, okay. If you're going to get someone new and fresh to come in and write it, I don't want somebody coming in who is effectively going to try and impersonate Whedon and his style. Go your own direction, but it's also the fact what I don't want with these characters is ridiculous, woke nonsense that we've had for such a long time now. I mean, that's always my alarm bell that goes off whenever there's a
By the way, I think Joss
coming back.
I think Josh would bend the knee. Joss would bend the knee and add woke quality to it because he's been in that system for so long. He can't. There's no way he's not tainted.
But you guys understand, he's not coming back.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
So what we need here is a talented writer, whether it be Buffy or Firefly or whatever. A talented writer that does honor the material that they're building on top of, but has their own unique, talented style. And that, like Terry Metalis, I'll take that.
Yeah. So it'll be basically Damon Lindelof, and he'll just call it Fly.
That was good. That was good. I like that.
That's my one for the year, everybody. So give me that.
And he's gonna be like, because fire sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Fire is stupid. Who likes fire? Everyone, dude.
Another reason why I think this is going to be an animated thing is that Alan Tudyk is such a talented voice actor that he would be able to do a lot of the characters that they brought into the series. So, and I'm sure that's something, if they're talking about it, that's a asset that they would have, is somebody who could do so much.
Is
on a series.
Is he still doing his Alien series?
No, I think that one ended. Let's see.
Alien Earth?
No. Illegal Alien or whatever.
That's it. Yeah.
Resident Alien.
That's
You
it,
go on
that's
Are you saying Resident Alien?
That's a completely different show.
Did you say illegal alien?
Illegal Alien. Yes.
It's awesome. No. So Resident Alien ended. They ended. Like the actual finale was. It's like it's over. So he no longer has a regular gig, but that was also a fan favorite. People really, really liked Resident Alien. Me included.
They did.
Although it got a little campy toward the end, but people still liked it. You know why they liked it? Because Alan Tudyk is so damn likable. He's likable, and he plays the character right. He's funny. Dude, my wife doesn't even like science fiction shows or comedy. And I gave her a science fiction comedy to check out. And she really, really enjoyed Resident Alien. And one reason was it starts off with him learning English by watching NCIS or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, da-dum. And now my wife, still to this day, years later, will use that whenever someone says NCIS or whatever. She'll be like, da-dum.
Yeah.
She'll repeat it because it was funny to her. Look, it captured a vein of people that weren't just Alan Tudyk fans or sci-fi fans, but like regular people that just liked a little bit of comedy, a little bit of drama, and they can understand the sort of ridiculous premise, but very simple premise of an alien that crash lands here and takes on the persona of someone else. And that was all people needed to enjoy that show.
Well, just so everybody should know that Alan is pretty much only doing voice work right now. So that says a lot about if he does, if he does come back. I just have a feeling everything just seems to be shouting animation to me to this. I don't know.
Right. So one thing, didn't Whedon get blacklisted? He got like soft blacklisted, and to be honest, I don't know. Someone you asked what he did or what his allegations were. I think it's sort of convoluted. I don't know. I don't have all the information. Shane probably does.
He's sexual misconduct.
Sexual misconduct. Was any of it proven? I don't know.
There's no charges been brought up against him.
Yeah, here's the problem with sexual misconduct in the early, like 2009 to 2016, right? There was like about 10 years of time where anyone can just say anything negative about anyone with no proof, and it would be, and it would just blacklist that person forever, right? What do they call it? The Me Too. There was a Me Too era where automatically it was like, believe all women, automatically with zero proof, zero evidence. And now some of those women, that was real and that was true and that's horrible. But there 100% has to be some of those allegations were just angry, false.
Well, Joss Whedon is an asshole. So
I mean, he is an asshole too. Also on Justice League, didn't
on everything. Right. So the problem with Joss is that he got like a superiority complex.
Right.
He let his shit go to his head, and he started treating people like they were his subjects, going all the way back to Buffy.
Right. Cyborg on JL hated him.
Well, all of them hated him, including Wonder Woman, and all of them did. But the sexual misconduct part comes with him just, it might even not have meant anything serious, but he just took his relationships too far.
Right.
He said things he shouldn't say, and if you're already a dick and on top of that, you are doing sexually questionable things, what's going to happen is nobody's going to want you around.
It's like really easy to hate the guy already. So like, they're like, we don't really need evidence. Let's just blacklist him.
James Masters, Spike and Angel and Buffy, he did an interview and he basically said that he was only meant to be in it for like one episode, but because he did so well portraying his character, Whedon was pissed with him, and I almost pinned him to the wall, because he had to keep him around. Shane, you probably know that more than I do, but he had to keep him around because he had done so well and he became popular with the fans, but he didn't want him around long term.
No, he wants to be in control of there's a reason why he doesn't allow actors to say anything other than exactly what he's written. The guy's he's a control freak.
Yeah.
And he wants it to be the way he wants it to be, and he's been successful, but now his light has dimmed, and the last several things he did was not very good, and so he's not going to get called back.
Yeah. Again, I do not think that he has maintained the level of talent that he had in the 90s.
Yeah, 100%.
So, even if he wasn't canceled, I wouldn't really want him back. I want someone more talented that understands modern storytelling. All right.
Russell T. Davies.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Eliza Dushku. I don't know about any of the actors with Michelle Trachtenberg. I'm not a Joss head.
I mean, I know about all that stuff, but he did some. That was back on Buffy, so when he was younger and probably, as he got older, I don't know how much the sexual misconduct continued. I know he had
Michelle
a lot of
Trachtenberg and all of that as well, wasn't it?
Right. He was also just really mean.
Yeah,
and so
Either way, he was mean. He was an asshole. No one liked him. His talent has waned, and along with that, those allegations, true or not, I think any studio in the right mind is like, why would we gamble on this dude?
Right.
Oh, Monkey Jeebus says I worked on Buffy for 6 years, so you probably know him better than us.
Share away, my friend.
Yeah, share away.
Yeah.
So as far as the Firefly clip goes, because we got way off topic. I do think it's going to be animated. Their voices are extremely noticeable, recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
And for all the weirdos that didn't want Jane to come back, screw you. I wanted Jane to come back. And there was a super chat that asked specifically, wait, how did he start Gamergate? He actually coined the phrase Gamergate. So if people don't know, Adam Baldwin has become very right-wing over the years. And by the way, is it a stretch that the guy who loves guns and President Reagan would be the right-wing guy on the set? Come on.
Oh, come on. There's no evidence to suggest that at all, Brian. You're just barking up the wrong tree there, mate.
Are you messing with me?
Yeah, he's messing with you.
When am I not?
Look, in everything he's ever played, he's a gun nut who loves President Reagan. I'm pretty sure that's the actual guy. So he became the right-wing guy, and he was posting a lot on Twitter about Gamergate and lizard people, and people got upset with him, and they in their minds they blacklisted him. Guess what? Hollywood didn't blacklist him. People think they did, but he's still a working actor, although he often plays the bad guy or the corpse. Whatever it is, he's still a working actor, and I have a soft spot in my heart for him because of Chuck. And I will always like this man because of Chuck.
Loved him in Chuck.
I loved him in Angel when he turned up in season 5. I thought he was a great addition, and Firefly obviously. But what you were just saying there, it does make me laugh that people are like, "Oh, you can't have him back," like you were saying. Oh, he likes guns, but they'll watch the character that he's portraying who just loves guns. And it's like
people are like, "I don't like him because he's too much like his actual character," but you like the character.
Watching it.
I think my favorite thing he ever did was My Bodyguard, which was his first movie. I loved him in that, and I've loved him ever since. So
I also liked him in Independence Day, where he
didn't do much, but
he was the guy who loved guns. He had like 3 guns on his person. Look, in everything he's ever played, he loves guns. So when the gun nut is also wearing the Jane hat on Twitter, talking about cleaning his weapons and watching old Reagan speeches, why are you surprised? I just don't get it. Jane's
crazy.
Cool. All right. Anyways, I like that Jane is Adam Baldwin is back, and he should be. And if it is an animated cartoon, then guess what? We'll probably watch it, especially if you actually get the animation from people that are clever. Like, give us clever animators. And I know Shane loves the Spider-Verse stuff. I don't like the low FPS stuff, but I do like how well it's animated. Like, if you get that kind of level of creativity and you make a really creative animated show, hey, we'll probably be into it, dude.
Well, and you got to remember, like, they can do stuff in animation. The thing about the Firefly universe is that because it was only one season in a movie, we really didn't flesh out this new solar system that Earth has gone to, right? So there's a whole lot of rich things you can do in animation that you really couldn't afford to do live action. So in a way, it could be better for the IP. It's altogether.
And Disney owns it. Isn't like Disney's bread and butter sort of animation?
Well,
or at least it used to
some
be.
degree, but just not standalone movies. Yeah, but I don't know how they do with a TV reboot animation. But
yeah, all I know is
integrate them into Toy Story 5. They'll turn up in that.
Well, animated is way easier, way more affordable, and look at the longest running TV shows like on network television are animated. Like isn't Family Guy in its like 25th season or something like that?
Is that still going?
Yeah, it's still going. American Dad's still going. Simpsons still going. Dude, the Simpsons, American Dad, and Family Guy are still going. Like it's sort of crazy like how long you can make animated stuff because it's really affordable to make. And it has a good turnaround.
I thought Family Guy and American Dad had finished ages ago because I don't see it here in the UK off.
No, it's here.
At all.
I watched the latest episode yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which was actually why it was sort of shocking to me why they canceled Lower Decks. Like that's the cheapest one to make. Why would you cancel the cheapest one? And
well, I'll tell you why.
And the fans liked it more than they liked everything else.
Well, the two main characters were getting too popular outside, and they wanted to do other stuff, and they were demanding a lot of money.
Hey guys, ready? Get someone with similar voices.
Yeah, you could have.
Not hard.
Yeah,
Not hard.
I agree.
All right, well, we're gonna be done with this. Let us know what you guys think. Are you triggered by Adam Baldwin returning to the cast? Do you think it's animated? Do you think it's a comic book? I don't think you wouldn't need the original characters to be a comic book. Do you think it's any kind of continuating story of these characters in some kind of visual form? Let us know in the comments and in the chat. Love you bunches. We're moving on. All right. Dude, Lower Decks.
A bunch of supers.
Lower Decks drove me nuts, and I'll tell you why. Because I liked it, but it didn't feel very like it felt like a what if sort of like Star Trek, but I still enjoyed it. And I didn't understand why they treated the voice actors like they were like Star Trek actors. But like at everything, dude, the conventions, Reddit, all the weirdos, they treated like the voice actors like they were like Star Trek, like real actors.
And then did the crossover.
Of course.
Yeah, Strange New World.
And I'm not against voice actors getting their love, but I've never seen a show where the voice actors had that much attention outside of Lower Decks.
But they did the live action crossover. That's why.
Years later,
actual characters.
But they were treated like live action actors before they even did the crossover. That's why they did the crossover. I would argue.
A lot of people who didn't like New Trek liked Lower Decks. So,
yeah. All right, we got some super chats here before we go to the next story. Kenneth the Rogue sounds like a lot of directors. Yeah, that's fair. There are a lot of directors that are douchebags. But this guy, according to reports, he was like extra douchebag.
He's next level douchebag.
He was next level douchebag. So I think it's like, so you have this like narcissist who is fairly successful, and he was very successful in things that other people thought were going to be not successful. To be fair, Buffy was never they did not consider Buffy a good idea. It was when it continually outperformed itself over and over and over again. And Whedon literally kept sort of surprising people with his success. Angel, even Cabin in the Woods, which didn't cost a lot of money, somehow netted a bunch of money, had a cult following, and he cast Thor before Thor was Thor.
Well, casting has a lot to do with it, Sarah Michelle Gellar, great cast. I mean, you got to remember, he started writing Buffy the Vampire Slayer when he was a writer on the Roseanne show way back in the day. And then he got lucky and got his script picked up, and they made the movie, and the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie with Christy Swanson, I think.
Swanson, yeah. Donald Sutherland.
Was a cult hit.
Yeah, no, it exceeded expectations. So Whedon has continuously exceeded expectations. Every time they expected him to fail or something to fall flat, he sort of pulled it out. He sort of pulled it off every time. And then he goes and his brother, is it Jeb Whedon, I think? They write the first Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So they use Joss's success, quote unquote, with the Avengers stuff to sort of spin off the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff. Well, Jeb Whedon has apparently been taking notes because he's pretty good at casting, pretty good at writing, and they actually pull off a really good series that they expected to run, and I'm not joking, for 2 seasons. That was the order that they got. It's 2-season order. They expected to run for 2 seasons. Dude, that show ran for 8 seasons, even after they disbanded the agents in the movies, even after the movies completely divorced themselves of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It shouldn't have continued. It should have been over. But they kept it going. They went on their own path, and they told standalone stories. And that was all Whedon's production team and the people that he mentored to do that. So the guy is, or at least was, very, very talented. So when you are that talented, you constantly exceed expectations, and no one is telling you to stop being a dickhead, you become more and more of a douchebag. And I think that's what happened, dude. And we've seen it with a lot of good directors that they stopped being humble. And one cool thing that Philip DeFranco says that I will always give him credit for, even if I don't like the guy. Stay humble, hustle hard. Like, if you're good at your job, if you have skill, stay humble, but keep hustling. Be the best, absolutely. But you have to have a level of humility in order to continue being the best, or people won't want to work with you.
Joss never had humility, by the way.
That's the problem.
He was pissed off every movie he ever wrote, from Alien Resurrection to Buffy the Vampire Slayer to he helped with Speed. He was pissed that they didn't use his exact lines. It really frustrated him. So when he did get an opportunity to direct and write, he just latched on. So
yeah, to be fair though, people did not. I don't think people treated him well when he first started in the industry.
Well, they didn't. I mean, the guy's bristly, dude. He's not a likable guy at all. And so
he didn't know how to play the game.
When you're nobody, when you're arguing with people who are making your stuff,
that's true.
Be glad that they're using your script, brother. Instead
take the check.
Right, yeah. So he's like this really, at one point, this really super talented guy that didn't understand how to play politics. And you got to play politics. And so no one really liked him, and no one gave him a fair shot at a lot of stuff. So when he sort of brute forced his way into success, I have respect for Joss Whedon for what he was able to accomplish, even if he's a massive douchebag.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah. He said, not Jane. Jane's cool. Adam Baldwin, no relation. What?
He's not an Adam Baldwin fan, but he's a Jane fan.
Oh, okay. They're like the same person, but okay. Thank you, John. Adam's best performance was Cohen and Tate.
That's the 1989 thriller action movie that he was in. Yeah, it was good. Roy Schneider was in it.
Really?
Well, I gotta tell you, love Roy Schneider, man. Love me some Jaws and some 2000
Blue Thunder.
A little bit of Jaws. All right. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for the super chats, boys and girls. We are going to move on to Star Trek Academy. All right. Let me just kill it. All right. All right.
Yeah.
We're talking about Star Trek Starfleet Academy. I know John watched it. I know John watched it. I know John watched it, and I know I watched it. But Shane, did you watch it?
What do you want me to say?
I want you to be honest.
Do you want me to say, did I really watch it, or was it on and I was near it somewhere?
Right. Yeah, that seems to be the case. That's pretty much what I do too now.
Because honestly, I can only have so many bad things happen in my life at one time, and I was in jury duty this week. So if you expect me to watch Starfleet Academy with my full attention and go to jury duty, you're fucking crazy.
Okay, so the episode we're talking about is the penultimate episode. It's season 1, episode 9. It's titled 300th Night. And I want to just, before I let John go on his tangent, I do want to say one thing. I like how they stopped paying the bridge crew to be there. I'm not joking. So in the first episode of this series, they introduce by name every person on the bridge crew of the Athena, which is the ship that the Academy's on. We've never seen them again.
No.
Yeah. Which I said, how did these people get into Starfleet? And I guess it must have resonated.
Just an empty bridge. And then in the episode where we should see them, where they all band together to go and rescue these cadets,
Tig
Notaro runs a bridge program that she's been working on that doesn't need them. And it's just Tig and the captain and the doctor. And it's almost like they were like, we can afford you for this one episode. And we've never seen them again. And even when the other bridge sections need to be clear, bridge sections or whatever need to be filled out, they just use the cadets that they're already paying.
Yeah.
Did you also notice as well that Klingon Jem'Hadar hybrid has not been seen for 2 episodes, and it's very unlikely she'll be in the finale?
Yeah, she won't be in the finale because she's not even there.
Yeah,
like, she's not on the ship.
Yeah,
they've somehow taken a series that had like 100 actors, and they've slowly whittled that down to like 6 people.
It's mad.
And now, sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, Baraka has now, I guess, imprisoned all of Federation space, which is... I'm not...
I watched that bit and I was like, okay, I'm not even angry anymore. I'm just astounded at the poor writing.
I'm impressed. The crazy part about this is he does so with like the Omega particle. You know, the one from Voyager. So I like how they stole the Omega particle. Well, then they have to make sure they say the synthetic version. Because in Voyager, it was like the most rare thing ever, remember?
But the Omega directive in Voyager...
And then they never actually got to the Omega actual creation. It always started, but they could never...
Well... Janeway talks about in the Omega Directive episode. Janeway makes the point that the Omega Directive is essentially it's a synthetic creation in the Omega Directive, and it was created by a scientist on a starbase. He created one particle and it blew up the starbase essentially.
Right.
Now, what they do say in it is, she says, Janeway in it, she says, scientists in the Federation theorized that it was once organic, the Omega particle, and it was there at the Big Bang that caused the Big Bang. They establish in that episode, when they go down to that planet where they're experimenting on it, that just a small amount of it in a room, in a vault, in a containment room, could basically wipe out an entire quadrant, right? So we've now got Bracca, who has basically decided out of nowhere, Starfleet intelligence clearly didn't see this happening. They walled up the entire Federation with Omega matter that would destroy the universe.
With Omega mines. Omega mines. So these are the Omega mines. Look at this. And so if anyone crosses over that section, I guess they're going to blow up. And if they blow up, then
blow up the universe.
Then they make that, like, I guess warp speed. Warp is in complete hyperspace, or whatever it's called. Warp speed is incapable of being formed. You can't form a warp bubble in that area for millions of years.
Yeah,
it's so convoluted. Remember this though. It's supposed to be super. In the words of Drew D here, it's supposed to be super rare and super deadly. And this guy managed to mine like hundreds of light years of space.
Can I? Before Shane has something fascinating to say about it, because I know how much Shane loves this show.
So awesome.
What I don't get about this is, right, let's go back to 2 or 3 episodes in the Academy series with the Miyazaki incident, right? Mm-hmm. We have that it's all a big trick to lure one ship out so they could attack the starbase and take all of the top secret information.
Right.
Now, I'm sticking to what I said a few shows ago, that was it a wise idea by the Admiral to just defend a top secret starbase with one ship and then let that ship go to the Miyazaki? And that Admiral not only needs to be stripped of his command, he needs to be court-martialed now.
Well, I mean, there is the argument, and I hate to be devil's advocate here, but there's an argument that if you station like a whole battalion or whatever, a dozen ships, then obviously there's something there to protect.
Yeah, but one ship.
But here's another question: why isn't your super secret starbase closer to Federation space? Then it shouldn't be so far away. I don't know. I feel like
the bad guys can get to it easier, makes a better story.
Anyways, so Braca, he basically if this thing ends, I know we're going a little out of order. We're gonna go back a little bit, but basically this thing ends with him doing exactly what the Federation did to him and basically imprisoning the entire Federation. And if anyone goes past that point, I'm assuming that the mind blows up and kills warp speed forever. I don't know. So now they're the only ones outside of Federation space. Everyone else is trapped inside because the Admiral called all Federation ships back to Federation space, and Brock had this whole fake out thing where he got them to do exactly what he wanted. So they're outside of Federation space because the cadets disobeyed, went to go find Caleb's mom. The captain followed with like two people on the entire ship. Then when the bad guys caught up with her, they had to disconnect the saucer section from the ship, which was sort of cool. But now it's not even the entire Athena. It's only the saucer section of the Athena, and like 6 people in all Federation are outside Federation space. And that's what's going to lead to the finale, which is episode 10. And can I tell you something? I thought for a minute that this might be the actual finale because I didn't know if it was 8 or 10 or episodes. And I'm like, if this is the finale and we aren't going to get a season 2, it's hilarious. Because they have effectively ruined the entire franchise from this start going forward. They can't do anything with it. It's done.
To be honest with you guys, if I was the Federation, with those lot being locked out of the Federation, it's probably worked out to their advantage, to be honest with you, because you've got Nala that can't affect Federation policy anymore. Keep her out. Let her wander the universe with a merry crew that she's got on that saucer separation. But when she says, "I'm coming back for my ship," no captain would ever do that. Any other captain would do a self-destruct on the remaining parts of the ship, then escape. You wouldn't let it just stay in the hands of an enemy who can basically reverse engineer your tech. Right. But then that's me with my sci-fi head on, not Academy head on.
Yeah. The way they explain the Omega particle here is, I'm glad that they explain how dangerous it is, but I think it was way too easy for them to mine or create.
Yeah.
And for all the people that go, well, she wears glasses because they haven't fixed her, these very specific medical problems in 3,000 years or whatever, when they justify how the Federation wasn't around, which is why the technology didn't move very fast. But then you go, well, but they figured out how to synthesize the megaparticle, which was something that no one can do.
Yeah.
So there's so many inconsistent storytelling, not only in relation from this show to previous legacy canon, but even in relation to new Trek canon. Where the hell is the Discovery?
Yeah.
Guys, the Discovery doesn't need a warp field.
Well,
no, wait. It doesn't need a warp field. It doesn't need to go past the mines. It can just, blink away. It can be anywhere in the universe, anytime. Where the hell is the Discovery?
That still makes me mad, by the way.
Well, where is it? Where is it? Where is this ship? Why is this ship allowing Braca and his team just to run rank shot over everyone in the Federation? Why is the Braca still alive? If you have this OP vessel, the Discovery, first off, why doesn't every starship have this network drive yet? Right?
Yeah.
And even if there's a reason why it can't.
Spore drive.
Why isn't the Discovery just handled this problem? Why is Braca allowed to exist still? Why was he allowed to get Omega particles? Where is the Discovery? You established this crazy technology. It reestablished the Federation. Without the Discovery, there wouldn't be a Starfleet Academy. And they talk about it in the show. Tilly's part of the show. Where is the ship?
I am baffled like you with this. I'd also say
they can't bring it in.
No,
they obviously the show's over. Okay, so they wrote themselves into a bit of a corner here. You're right. What they should have done is they should have put the same technology on the Athena. Is what they
blow my
should have
nose.
done.
Sorry, go ahead.
But the problem is they realized really quickly when they created the Spore Drive, oh my God, we just OP'd the show. We should never have done that. Oh crap.
Right.
They couldn't go back. You know, they were stuck.
Right.
And you know what? I was going to say to you
they
guys,
shouldn't talk about it, Shane. They shouldn't talk about it. And they talk about it in like 3 episodes of the series. 3 episodes of 10 so far, right?
Well, also one thing I picked up on in this episode again, and we've talked about it on many of the reviews this season, is we talk about the burn, okay? And in this episode, they say the Omega particles could create a second burn. Now, I still stick to my Romulan theory. It should have been the Romulans, but wouldn't it have been better if it was the Omega particle that caused the burn in the first place, if you're an intelligent writer? But again, they diminish their burn in this episode themselves.
Yeah, if the Omega part, like let's say the Romulans figured out the Omega particle and they caused the burn, and then they became the dominant species, not because of the malicious Omega particle thing, but because they happen to have the only drive that doesn't require warp speed. I don't know. This whole thing could have been done so much better. And I feel like you're just writing constantly on top of a rotten core. And you're trying to justify the rotten core when you should have just thrown it out and just started, try to start fresh.
Build your house on a bad foundation.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
And they keep trying to add sand and concrete to this foundation that is constantly sinking. Look, you want a successful new Star Trek show that far into the future? Ready? You need to blow up the Discovery. Blow it up. No, seriously, you need to blow that ship up.
I'd watch that.
No, you need to kill in some grand fashion. Just kill that entire ship, and you open up with that ship's destruction. And now maybe you can build something. But the fact that ship still exists makes it impossible. Well, then
I think the burn made it impossible. It's like they nuked it. Now you can no longer live there anymore. Like they nuked it 900 years from now. There's no story that's reasonable that makes sense.
Yeah,
they've destroyed the timeline in the future. I'm sorry.
Well, I think I saw as well, and I think they've established in this that
thank you, Ken. That's correct. Right. Romulans have warp drive. Doesn't need dilithium, right. But the burn was specifically dilithium based.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. And again, they even say in this episode as well, they reference the fact that Bracker's, I forget the name of the faction that he controls, but they call it an empire because it's annexing planets.
Yeah, it actually sounds like Tel Aviv or some kind of Jewish
exactly.
name. Yeah.
Throughout the season, they've been calling him a terrorist as if he's only got like 1 or 2 ships.
Right.
Now he's got an entire empire. So
he went from being a terrorist to like basically a country. I'm confused. Well, he has a police force like sitting on planet. Like this guy is really powerful guy.
And he's got tic-tac-toe tattoos in his head. So,
right.
I
don't get it.
But again, even if I put that to the side, I come back to the fact I am not invested in these characters at all. I don't care what happens to them. They've done nothing all season. And now apparently we're meant to be impressed that they're clearly going to be the ones that save the day, save the Federation and get a commendation at the end of the series. So they lead into season 2.
And that's my biggest problem, man, is that I cannot think of a way you can write a single episode, a single hour-long episode that isn't totally ridiculous, that somehow has them save the day. So either they're going to do that, and it makes no sense because 1 hour is not long enough to make it believable that they save the day, or you're going to leave the entire show on a cliffhanger, which is egregious.
Yeah.
So if you just resolve this in one episode, that's insane. Like, honestly, like, this should have been 2 episodes ago. You should have minimum a couple episodes to resolve this insanely huge problem. Yeah. Imagine if the burn was resolved in 1 episode, even though it's stupid. It wouldn't make any sense. Wait. It was. They talked about the burn for 8 episodes, and in 1 episode, they found that planet and resolved it. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're going to do it again. Oh,
they are. Well, we all know how it's going to end, guys. What's going to happen is they're going to play Beastie Boys as they fly over the mines, and it's going to destroy all the mines, and everything's going to be fine.
I'm okay with that, actually. Yeah. I can't stand it. Anyways, okay. What else happened in this episode? We met his mom.
Yeah.
And guess what, guys? I was wrong. His mom is not just the bad guy, or at least according to right now. She's still just trapped in the web of Bracca's lies and being outside the Federation. And I gotta say, does not make her look good. At least if she was the bad guy, it would have made more sense than her just like forgetting to call, essentially.
Well, also the fact that he's scared to tell her that he's at the academy, he's part of Starfleet, and the fact that she is still holding a grudge because rightly she was arrested because she was involved in a crime where a Federation officer was murdered.
Yeah.
So
anyone with half a brain would be thankful that the Federation made her, basically protected her son, gave him these tools. Like the clean-shaven dude in front of her that's capable is because of the Federation.
Yeah. And guys, can I ask you, you guys are both big Star Trek fans as well. When the Athena appears above the city, and you get all of the pressure from the engines like coming down onto the street.
That was a cool shot.
Yeah, but how are they not dead? There's only one ship in Star Trek that can do that, and that's the Intrepid class that Voyager is. It can go into planets. This is what I hate about new Star Trek.
Well, but it's been 1,000 years. I'm sure we have better tech than the Intrepid class.
You're telling me that they wouldn't be dead from those exhausts, from those engines?
I don't know how the engine works, dude. It's, that's a very nerdy, nitpicky thing. I get what you're saying. Right. Well, no, is it? We don't know how it works. We don't know if that shield.
They don't know how it works.
And I get that, but like that, the only good thing about this episode was that one shot of them coming in. Everything else about this episode sucked. You're literally going 98% of this thing was bad. That one cool shot, I also didn't like that.
No, I'll tell you why I hate it. Yeah, and it is a nerdy thing, is because these types of ships are always meant to be capital ships. They're always meant to be.
We don't know that though. It's 1,000 years. They have programmable matter, dude.
Well, that's the responsibility on them to write it in to explain to the audience.
That's true.
And they haven't. And the fact is, we're going off of existing Star Trek lore. Well, and Voyager, it was established in the past. Yeah, I know it's 1,000 years ago. It's an Intrepid class ship that can land on planets. The only time we had it going forward was JJ Trek onwards.
Well,
it was going into planets.
Boog can also, his ship can go on planets.
It did, yeah, because of the episode in Discovery where they were running from the.
And that was programmable matter too, with the detachable nacelles. Right, so maybe their tech can go to planets.
Some good news. You guys aren't going to have to worry about it much longer because Alex Kurtzman's contract ends at the end of 2026. Yes, we are going to have to suffer through one more season of this fucking ridiculous show. But after that, it will all finally be over.
Oh, the Athena was designed to also be the Academy, so obviously it can go to the atmosphere. But yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but even when I said this before,
that's up on the space platform. It's not.
No. It's in San Francisco.
In this, but in episode
platform.
It landed in San Francisco.
It did.
Yeah. So in the first episode, and that was a point I made as well, when they had the cheesy music, if you're going to San Francisco and it detaches from the nacelles, you see it coming down to where it's going to settle for the Starfleet Academy. but it creates with its exhaust, it creates a massive tidal wave. So anybody that's nearby the shore is going to drown and die. That's another problem I've got with it. I had the problem then, I've got the problem now.
No,
those people below would be vaporized, or the pressure would have compacted them into the concrete.
Or maybe the shields do something that offsets the pressure or something. I don't know.
Not with Nala in command, because she'd forget to do that. She was sat on the flipping panel again.
Heisenberg compensate or anyone? Like we don't know. It's fantasy technology.
Transporters are offline, so we'll go all the way down, and then we'll just.
Well, no, they weren't offline. They were blocked. So they flew past the jammer, which makes sense.
Yeah,
but
that's great. It's good TV.
I mean, it's not good TV. It's not. One thing about this show is how much of this episode was just like straight up filler. Like we had so much of the episode was about like their relationships, the drama. I'm so effing tired of this character. Is anyone else so tired of this photonic? I'm done.
I want a photonic character that figures everything out.
Oh, I'm so tired of her, bro. She's the worst.
I just want to feed her a Genesis torpedo right now. I really do.
God, Sam is so
I am.
bad. And it somehow is worse now that her father is the doctor. And she's like, "Hey, Dad." Oh my God, it's so cringe. Well, it just cringes me out every time she's on screen. She's like cringe master, bro.
But also with the doctor, when they beam her up, you've got Caleb's mum who's dying from a gunshot wound on the floor, and he's like, "Just make sure you don't do it again." You know, and it's like, hang on, someone's bleeding to death over here. You can have your happy chat later. Go and treat the patient.
That's wild.
It's a hologram.
It's a hologram. Right. You know, surprisingly, the one thing about this episode that wasn't that bad was Nala. She did exactly like a captain, like the kind of captain I would expect a captain to act like.
She did sit on the front consoles at some point as well.
But she was a captain. She did. Someone did say that She-Hulk is their mom. That's true. That is She-Hulk. That's the actress that played She-Hulk. Tatiana something. I forgot her name.
Do you know what I would have done if it was me and Nala had sat on the console while I'm trying to do my duty? I would have disabled the inertial dampeners and I would have just put sudden stop. So she went straight into the screen.
She'd be pink mist.
Yeah. That's how I like my Nala.
All right. So the whole thing was sort of boring. We had one great ending. One thing that bothered me is when they caught the cadets in the town square, whatever, the city, whatever the hell it's called. When his police force catches them, and Tatiana, the mom, has to do like all the work to rescue them. A little bit of Caleb, mostly mom, a little bit of Caleb, and these trained Starfleet cadets with like physical strength and like a lot of training just stood there and literally just got punched in the face over and over again. They didn't try at all to fight back. They just kept getting punched in the face. And even when the mom and Caleb were trying to help them, they just sort of stood there scared, bro, until it got transported. I'm so confused by that.
Did Tatiana play the mom in the first episode?
Yes.
She did?
Yeah.
I didn't recognize her.
I didn't recognize her either. Yeah, even the hologram didn't fight. No one fought back. They just waited to get teleported, dude. It was very hard to watch. Anyways, and we already explained the ending. That's pretty much it. I don't really want to talk about this much longer. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for next week?
No.
Wait, guys. We need a reaction for our thumbnail. Can we all do it together? Ready? There it is.
Is there any way that it could possibly end with us hopeful about this show whatsoever?
No.
Yeah, oh no, there's one way. The Discovery comes to help and gets blown up by an omega particle.
Fantastic.
What if they're like, don't worry, we're on the way. They start playing like the epic Discovery theme music. Oh, the Discovery's coming to save the day. It hits the barrier. It just goes. Poof.
Yeah.
And the music stops. And Captain Nala's like, what just happened? And we're like, yeah!
Can I feel like there's no actual Star Trek taking place in any of these episodes?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No Star Trek. Like, can we have some Star Trek?
Yeah, Kenneth the Rogue said, of course they didn't fight back. The captain didn't either. Never fired the weapons on the ship. Yeah, the ship is supposed to be like super capable, yet they never fire a single weapon.
Can I also ask you two guys about military strategy? So what you do is when you've got Omega mines that could potentially wipe you out, you basically pull back every single one of your ships into Federation space. You don't. That's the equivalent of, say, like America is attacked in a certain area right now. You pull every other vessel from everywhere else in the world to that one particular place. No, you still strategically keep things in different areas.
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure Iran tried that strategy a week ago, and now all of the leadership is gone. They're like, everyone fall back. We have to have a meeting in this one building. Blink.
Star Trek Into Darkness? Come on. Seriously.
Oh, man. All right, well, that's it for Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Let us know what you guys think in the chat and in the comments. Look, are you excited about next week? Are you excited about, the 10th episode? And this will be the start of, there is at least one more season, unfortunately. So let us know what you guys think. And,
no, there's not at least. There is going to be one more season.
We'll
and
see.
I promise you
We'll
that the guys who bought Paramount, who bought Paramount, will not allow this to continue.
John left in the middle of our clip, and he just left his image of his cat boy image up there.
Fantastic.
God dang it.
Well, you got to figure that, seriously, David Ellison, who is a Star Trek fan, who's an old classic Star Trek fan, is absolutely not going to let this shit continue as is.
Right.
And there's no way they're extending Kurtz. There's just no way. There's no way. In no world can you see this happening.
Yeah, no, you're right. I want to do one more story. We'll do the rest of the stories in the member section because we're running out of time for that.
We got to make sure we talk about the Frakes stuff.
Yeah. Do you want to do, can we do Frakes in the member section, or do we have to do it here?
Whatever you want.
Sorry, guys, my camera fell over.
Okay. It did, really? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It hates Starfleet Academy, too.
It did. It said, I've had enough of this. No more.
Okay, guys. So we are going to be going to the members section in about 10 minutes from now. You'll see it on the screen right now. It's going to be counting down. We do have, we're going to talk about where we will be talking about Jonathan Frakes. We'll be talking about Mr. Beast, Jeremy versus Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers, and a little bit of Campea Crashout. We did spend a lot of time on other topics, so we got to cover at least 3 topics in the members section, so join us there in about 9 minutes.
We spent 2.5 hours on 2 topics.
3 topics.
2? No, that's 3 hours on 3 topics. Wow. But the first 2 of them were 2.5 hours on 2 topics. We had a lot to say about
We're
Greenland.
passionate. Yep. We're passionate people. Look, if you want to support us, then do us a favor. Either subscribe, like, you can share, you can become a member. All great things. Or you can go to our wonderful website, mixtees.com, click on the YouTube exclusive, find our link on here, The BRANE Show, or any one of these other awesome people. Buy something cool. And use our code BRANE, BRANE, for 10% off, and that most of that money goes right to us. So that'd be great.
And we got some people in the chat, basically DJ Skylo saying, someone want to give me a membership, I'm poor, LOL. And Penny is saying, is anyone going to try and give me a membership for my birthday, because it's her birthday today. Happy birthday.
Turned 65 today. Happy birthday, Penny.
Dude, I would do that if I could. I have no ability to do that myself. I'm sorry. There should be a way for us to give people memberships.
100%. Cool. I don't know why you can't.
I don't know. So Drew D to become a cast member. And there was a membership chat up here from Harambe Jeremiah. Don't you gotta remember show you gotta do? What? What, Jeremy? Jeremiah, can you give me some?
Like, he just broke Brian's computer right now.
Look at that. Kenneth LaRoque, look.
Come on,
Penny. Kenny came through.
I'm sorry, Penny. Ken tried to get it for you.
Ken, he tried, bro.
Is it just random then? Is it?
Wait, channels can give memberships? That's not true. How? How do you do that? Plus?
How do you do it?
Someone tell me if that's a real thing. I've tried to do that. I don't see a way to do that, or I would. Let me see. Let me click on Penny for her birthday.
Yeah.
Channel activity, go to channel, pin message, put user in timeout. No, there's no way to do that.
You're in timeout, Penny. No, that's not true.
Oh, well, wait, it's coming through. Oh. It didn't make it. No, nice
We have
try,
no idea what you just did, but it's okay. It's in your channel settings, it says.
In my channel settings. If I go to my channel settings, you guys, I've been doing this for like 10 years. I don't think this is a thing. Overlay for breaks. No, I don't see anything in this, dude. I don't see anything about membership. Okay, I'm going to have to research that.
Penny saying Pops gives away 5 memberships at the top of his show. Oh, okay.
Who does?
Pops.
Maybe he just buy random and just a random and just.
Well, maybe he buys. I bet he probably buys them. We could probably randomly just buy them, but
yeah, there should be a way to click on someone's name and say add member.
Yeah,
like legitimately. I don't know why there isn't that way. So I guess you can just buy your own memberships, but then again, it's random.
It's random, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to pick someone. Oh, it's like it's Penny's birthday. Here's a membership. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Okay, like I said, we're going to be going there in about 6 minutes. We did want to wrap it up with a couple quick things. And then again, we're going to be talking about Jonathan Frakes, the quartering versus Nerdrotic, all the people, plus like a bunch of stuff. All the stuff we just talked about. But there's a couple, I always like to do some meme reviews at the very end of the episode before we go to the members section and talk about the harder stuff. And I do have a couple interesting memes that I would like for you guys to see. And one of those things is the White House officially trolling in every way with an epic teaser trailer that really put the Green Lantern trailer to shame. And its teaser trailer is essentially just a victory lap and a propaganda piece for the U.S. military versus Iran and everything else. But it uses a bunch of movies. And I'm going to show you guys that right now. And I want to get both of y'all's opinions. Okay?
Victory.
Here we go. This is from the official White House account. It's using Mortal Kombat music.
Welcome home, son.
Strength and honor. Strength and honor. What will you do without freedom?
Mavericks inbound.
You can't conceive of what I'm capable of.
Finishing this fight.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Fight for truth and justice in the American way.
I am the danger. Time to find out. Maximum effort. Here it comes.
More!
This. Flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
Oh my God. So now I understand why Ben Stiller came out and said, remove the clip from Tropic Thunder. We don't have nothing to do with this.
I love how most of the replies on that post was no. Just one word, no. One of my favorite replies was no. Keep dancing, monkey. Keep dancing. Look, guys, it's appropriate for the White House to tweet. Probably not. But it's funny.
They've been doing it since the beginning. So is anyone surprised?
Yeah. Are you surprised by this? Really? Like the amount of people on Twitter like, oh, I can't believe that they did this. This is unheard of. Not only are they breaking multiple copyright claims, but okay, first off, the second you start trying to be a white knight for the $1 billion Hollywood industry, shut up. But secondly, are you really shocked by this? Come on. First off,
they would have taken it further, to be honest.
Yeah, I also enjoyed the hell out of it. Are you kidding me? I saved that. That's gonna be something I watch from time to time, all the time.
That makes sense. I believe that about you. Yes.
I
you would like.
I wrote to them because I wasn't happy because they used a couple of clips from Sci-Fi Chronicles, which they removed after I wrote to them. So that's fine.
Right. Yeah, all the people that are like white knighting for these like multi-billion-dollar studios is so funny to me. It's like, my lady, I will protect your copyright claim.
Brienne of Toth. That's right.
So crazy, dude.
I personally don't give a shit what the White House puts out. I mean, I did not like the monkey thing. I thought that was really inappropriate. But as far as like you're at war with somebody and like you're basically teabagging them,
yeah, it's the same as teabagging in Halo. This is what you're doing. So in Halo, when you get kills, you like crouch and teabag your enemy. That's what they're doing here.
They're teabagging Iran, and listen, we're already killing them. They're killing us a little bit, maybe, but so hey, little teabagging isn't hurting anybody.
They're putting videos out, I think, of like clips from like Call of Duty, like hitting aircraft.
Yeah. They're lying like, oh look at we got their aircraft carrier.
Everybody on the Abraham Lincoln was like, "What? We got sunk? What? What are
they saying? Yeah. I was asleep. No one told me."
Yeah. Some of the replies too, Dre. Like he said, so sue the government for coming Virginia. Yeah. Everyone's like, hey, yeah, go ahead, sue them. Good luck. First off, you guys, this is the definition of fair use. I might add, this is transformative. Oh, yeah. It's way under the amount of allowed for fair use. Like, this is the definition of fair use. Also, this is what like every YouTuber does. The White House is officially just a great YouTube channel at this point. Anyways,
it reminds me of the movie with the Patriot, right? Where this is
we have 30 seconds. So you got to wrap it up in 10.
Okay, Mel Gibson basically attacks people without lining up and doing it like the old classic way and starts killing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way Trump is.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are going to the members section. Thank you so much, guys. You can find John at Sci-Fi Chronicle 79. Links in the description below. You can find me and Shane and John on Twitter at all of our handles. Link is in the description. Please make sure to follow, share, subscribe, become a member if you want. Click on the bottom left. But we are leaving. We love you so much. We'll see you in the members section. If not, we'll see you tomorrow on John's channel, Sci-Fi 79. Adios.